ho. Merry Christmas.
Nigga, are you doing Alan Rickman?
Yes, I am.
I think it would have been better if you say Merry Christmas. I do not know how to do Christmas.
Bruce
I do
Wayne?
not know how to do. I can't do that Christmas.
Bruce Wayne? Selena Kyle?
Someone's got to do work.
Yes, people. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and yeah, we're here to talk about Batman Returns, the greatest Christmas movie ever. Maybe, I don't know.
The greatest, no, it's actually called the greatest anti-Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, it very is anti-Christmas.
Anti-Christmas?
Yes, it is.
Why? Because we didn't mention Jesus?
No,
No. Why?
No.
We didn't. Well, trains, planes, and automobiles. Yeah, they did. They had to.
First off, don't turn to Kirk Cameron. You don't put Jesus in here. What's going on, guys?
I'm still on Kirk Cameron's ass for having a Christmas movie, and his brother-in-law in the movie, who was actually his real life brother-in-law, he was on something like,
his sister's husband.
Yeah, his brother-in-law. He was like, you know what? I don't like the season. It's really greedy. It's really capitalist filled. There are people who are poor that we can be helping right now. There's just so much excess in all this, and I don't like it. And Kirk Cameron was like, you know, buddy, I understand.
As you do.
But you're wrong. You're wrong? Wait. And then this nigga has a 2-hour movie picking pieces of the Bible and taking it way out of context, basically saying, hey, jerk that capitalist dick because God wanted you to. That's pretty much what
let me tell y'all something.
I hate that movie
Let me tell you something. Batman Returns was much like the 89 one. It was an event for multiple reasons. If you were a kid, you picked up on the fact that this was a dark movie, but I think what made it hilarious, thinking about it in hindsight, is that, hey, folks, there was a Happy Meal attached to this.
They were just cars.
No,
they were just cars.
No, it wasn't even that. It was more than just a Happy Meal. I mean, there was several sponsorships attached to this movie. But going back to why I said this is the most anti-Christmas movie, is that it's a Christmas movie, like, you know, the story, the setting of it is Christmas, despite the fact that this movie was released in June.
Yeah, that was what made it kind of crazy, because it's like Christmas story in June. It was a Christmas story in June. They treated it was weird. It was this weird hodgepodge of, it was treated like this big blockbuster summer movie, as it should, right? But then the setting is Christmas, and you would think that would be set in Christmas. But I do remember that, like, when Christmas time did come, they did push this movie to, like, still, hey, go in theaters to see Batman Returns. It's Christmas time kind of thing at the time.
You cannot tell me they didn't re-release this around Thanksgiving.
I believe they probably. I think they probably did. They probably did.
And that they did that.
And it's just like I said, the McDonald's thing, it was the cars, like Sue said, but then it was also the commemorative glasses, cups.
Yeah,
it was a little bit. It was everything. They had so.
They went full tilt.
So this is actually the story on the release.
All right.
It's by the theatrical summer of 1992, beginning the last week of May. The film industry was struggling with low ticket sales, rising production costs, and several box office failures the previous year. Okay. 89 films were scheduled to release during the season, including A League of Their Own, Alien 3, Encino Man, Far and Away, Patriot Games, and Sister Act. Studios had to carefully schedule their releases to avoid competition from anticipated blockbusters such as Lethal Weapon 3 and Batman Returns, as well as the 1992 Summer Olympics. Batman Returns was predicted to be the summer's biggest success, and other studios were reportedly concerned about releasing their films within even within a few weeks of its premiere. Paramount Pictures increased the budget of Patriot Games by $14 million just to make it more competitive with Batman Returns and Lethal Weapon 3.
And I love Patriot Games. Patriot Game. I mean, it's Harrison Ford. I get it. It's Harrison Ford.
That sounds stupid, bro.
I'm just reporting.
It sounds stupid.
But it's Harrison Ford, though, man. Come on.
No, I like look. Okay, I'm probably overthinking it, but you added 14 million extra to the budget. What were you trying to do? Where did that go to? Explosions? We can make the editing look better? Like, where did it go? That's all I want to know.
More intense close-ups of Harrison saying he wants his family back.
No.
This time it was, I gotta protect the country.
No, sir. It's the infamous, I'm gonna punch Michael Bean's lights out.
Working man punch.
Hey, you know what? I hate you for that because
white man struggle.
My favorite Harrison Ford movie,
Boomer
bar none.
Punch.
If you want peak
Boomer Punch,
you want peak Boomer Punch, blue collar punch. Watch Harrison Ford in Witness. That's a blue collar punching right there.
Oh yeah, that bolt, like, yeah, pop. Yeah, I learned this from when I was a kid when I had nobody raised me.
Harrison Ford was like the dad's action hero. Like, he ain't gonna come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger ripped, but he had like the dad bod, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you kind of vibe going.
That was the way he was an Amish dude and home.
No, he was undercover. He was undercover as an Amish guy.
Yeah, and like the one Amish girl got butt naked in front.
Please, defrost me, Harrison Ford. Yes,
defrost me. What? Hey, I got a question. It's real talk. I haven't seen that movie. Was the bush like insane?
Oh! It was 80s. It was 80s. It was 80s. It was 80s. You already know the deal. You know the deal.
Like that close. Like this would be his face from the distance of the bush.
Pretty much.
That was 7 minutes. We already got a good 7 minutes. Three by Geeks already did a pussy joke. Great. Anyway,
the merchandising for Batman Returns was just as insane as the first movie. Big time.
I was going to mention that too, gentlemen. The marketing on this. I'll go through this real quick. Franchising had not been considered an important aspect of Batman prior to its release. However, after merchandise contributed about $500 million to its $1.5 billion total earnings, it was prioritized for Batman Returns. Warner Brothers delayed major promotion until February 1992 to avoid oversaturation and the risk of driving away audiences. A 12-minute promotional reel debuted at WonderCon in September of 1991 alongside a black and white poster of a silhouetted Batman, which was called Mundane and Uninspiring. A trailer was released in 5,000 theaters in February of 1992 with a new poster of a snow-swept Batman logo. The campaign focused on the three central characters, Batman, Penguin, and Catwoman, which Warner Brothers believed would offset the loss of the popular Jack Nicholson. Over two-thirds there's a story behind that too. Over two-thirds of the 300 posters Warner Brothers installed in public places were stolen. Warner Brothers eventually offered 200 limited edition posters for $250 signed by Keaton, who donated his earnings to charity. Over $100 million was expected to be spent on marketing, including $20 million by Warner Brothers for commercials and trailers and $60 million by merchandising partners. The partners, which included McDonald's, Ralston Purina, Kmart, Target, Venture Stores, and Sears, plan to host about 300 in-store Batman shops. McDonald's converted 9,000 outlets into Gotham City restaurants, offering Batman-themed packaging and a cup lid, which doubled as a flying disc. CBS aired a television special, The Bat, the Cat, the Penguin, Batman Returns, and Choice Hotels sponsored the hour-long The Making of Batman Returns. Television advertisements featured Batman and Catwoman fighting over a can of Diet Coke, and the Penguin and his penguins promoted Choice Hotels. Wow. Advertisements also appeared on billboards and in print, 3 consecutive pages in some newspapers targeted at older audiences.
God damn.
You want to talk about money well spent.
We talk about, what we talk about a lot though. First off, let me get the first thing out the way. Eris, how much money did that first one make? You said how much billion? What?
$1.5 billion.
Hey, Chris. You know when everybody says, what does a WB pick another superhero? That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why.
Batman.
And let's just be real. And let's be real, Chris. We have talked about this at length. Yes, there needs to be variety in when WB does these superhero movies, but there's a reason why they're never going to let go of Batman.
Keep in mind.
Get that out there.
Keep in mind. It started at $500 million and made its way to $1.5 billion.
And what year again? And that's the bigger part.
Between 89 to 91, at least, up until 92.
Like I said, back then, that was insane. And I do remember the cup lids. They were also a frisbee. We had a couple of them. I remember that shit. Now, the part I do also remember, and I had to reacquaint myself to it, was what was the outrage? What were people mad at? Well, duh. This movie was okay. Number one, Chris, this goes back to what you said when we talked about the 89 Batman. People really still think Batman was 1966. Mm-hmm. They still had that idea.
Hold up. I'll let you go. No, I was gonna say it's funny you say that, D, because guess what? A major plot point in Batman Returns is based on 2 episodes of the 60s series.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm also getting. I was about to say, because this movie has a weird way of being dark and still silly, people still kind of got relaxed thinking that it's still going to be, this is goofy Batman. And
this
then all of a sudden,
bam, Zorp.
You know what I mean? Next thing you know, Catwoman gets pushed out of a freaking window. Next thing you know, a baby gets thrown into the river. Next thing you know, a man gets his nose bit off. And let's not forget how disgusting the Penguin looks anyway to a lot of people, especially in 1991. That was gross looking.
Which was all Burton's idea.
All Burton. Mm-hmm. All Burton, by the way. And like I said, and the more important thing, as much as D is like, stop doing that, white woman, when Michelle Pfeiffer said, I'll clean myself and start doing that and doing all that, here's me. All right, that's kind of hot. And you got to think about it. In 91, when she licked Michael Keaton on the face, mm-hmm. You know how many guys were like,
"Sir,
this is too sexy. This is too sexy as well."
Sir. That lick, by the way, got an award for hottest kiss in a movie.
In MTV Movie Awards. I remember that.
I was like, bro, when I saw the nominees, I was like, yo, this is sweeping. I don't care how many kiss scenes like from the others that they try to throw out there. Nah, ain't nothing beating Michelle Pfeiffer licking face licking.
Oh, let's make it clear. I said in the last episode, at the end of the last episode that we did.
Yes, Fetish Unlocked.
Yeah, we said the last episode about Sean Young trying to improvise on a role and soup part of that. So it was the Joan Rivers show.
It was.
And it was definitely an effort for her to get on there, and Burton kind of looked at her like Burton basically looked at her and said no.
Yeah, he said no. Now
hit her with Ronaldo, right? No.
Now, gentlemen, because we don't need CBS coming after us, I'm gonna use this.
Tim! Yeah. Catwoman, you know it! Look at me! It's unavoidable! Roar! Roar! You know what to do with me!
You're right, I do.
Ooh, look at the pretty kitty! I'm gonna love you to pieces, you cute kitty witty head! I've got kitty food and kitty milk and kitty litter and kitty toys.
That was perfect.
Yeah. It was.
The second she popped out that kitty litter, I'm like this. It's coming back. I remember this now.
And shout out to Cree Summer.
I know. I said the same thing. I like I need to be reminded that she did Elmira every now and then. So when I heard, hello, little kid, I'm like, hey, Corey, how's
I heard I was like, hi, Cree, hi, Tress.
Hi, Tress. You're screaming a lot in this episode, I see.
Here's the wild part.
I love her. I love Tress McNeil's horrified scream.
Horrified white woman scream.
Look.
She perfected that in Futurama.
As much as I kind of like Sean Young, Michelle Pfeiffer was the way better choice.
You picked the right one.
You picked the right one. Like, because the 90s, and everybody has talked about this, whenever they wanted to portray somebody that gets a glow up, they always go to the over extreme of nerdiness. If you're a woman, you're the awkward woman that has like 8 cats and shit and can't find a man and all this goofy shit, bumbling and everything else and stuff. You eat your TV dinner.
She does this. And she does this. Well, I guess I need to change. All of a sudden, she get her long hair out.
Now,
Maybelline commercial.
Funny you say that, Chris, because oh god, the casting for Selena Kyle / Catwoman was difficult according to this movie. Annette Bening initially secured the role, but had to drop out after becoming pregnant. Actresses lobbying for the part included, and follow me, people, Ellen Barkin, Cher, Bridget Fonda, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Madonna, Julie Newmar, Lena Olin, Susan Sarandon, Raquel Welch, and even Kim Basinger.
Okay, I'm going to stop you here. Number one, maybe on Raquel Welch, because she was still holding up at that time.
She was still holding up, but she was
still holding up. He was pushing it. It's a push.
Hold on. Eric, she was still good, but she was 90s old. So that wouldn't.
Yeah. It's like that milfy kind of like. All right, I can see it.
You 40. Your knees is bad. You can't have.
But here's the thing.
No more. That's the way they treated all of them.
Bridget Fonda, I put maybe, but I don't think it will work with her camaraderie. It wouldn't have worked.
That would have worked.
Ellen Barkin is too aggressive to me to even work. Way too aggressive. Ellen Barkin was just like.
I think a young Jennifer Jason Leigh probably would have worked, but I don't think she was the right actress. I think she would have been a finalist if anything for me.
My nigga,
she's probably the best one.
Susan
Sarandon.
This is before Thelma and Louise. Was it before?
92.
Yeah, so this is before Thelma.
Around
the same time. We're around the same time.
Hey, y'all. Look, I'm gonna say no to her, but imagine her in that Catwoman dress.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I am saying yes to that because that is all. That is all 1992 Susan titties in that.
Look. Hey, Chris, real quick. It's like two midgets fighting each other.
You know what? Susan Sarandon. It's weird.
All sweaty and shit.
People don't think back to like the early 90s, right? When you look at like romantic white comedies, and you phrase that romantic white comedy drama movies and stuff. I have to specify that. They always paired up like Susan Sarandon with like Kevin Costner and like some little weird love story. And it's like, or Tim dude from Shawshank, that dude.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins. He's another one. Yeah, he's another.
Her, man.
Yeah, so but I'm saying it's like they had those pairings, and like Helen Hunt was another one where it's like, that's an odd pairing, but it works.
I stand by what I said. I don't know how Helen Hunt was actually like. I'm not saying she's ugly, but her.
She Raising Arizona is where everybody kind of got it a little bit because she was
she's like down home pretty. Come on.
Yeah, pretty.
So going further, as we were already cracking on Sean Young. The most prominent candidate, however, was Sean Young, who was cast as Vicky Vale in '89 Batman before she was injured. Young went on to she went to Warner Brothers in a homemade Catwoman costume for an impromptu audition for Burton, who reportedly hid under his desk. Although Keaton and producer Mark Hansen briefly met with her, she shared video of her efforts on Entertainment Tonight. Warner Brothers said that Young did not fit their vision for Catwoman. Of
course.
Now, you know what? Real quick, Harris. 'Cause, 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 'c
What's up?
It's just kind of refreshing. Remember the last decade where we saw a bunch of people that got into Marvel movies forcefully put a comic book in their hand, looking awkwardly like, "Oh, I'm reading up." Well, no, you're not. That's a photo op. It's refreshing to hear that Sean Young got in her own Catwoman suit, hid for hours.
Damn.
It's refreshing to hear that.
She wasn't Helen Bonham Carter, so of course he would.
All I can say is bless her heart.
That's what I'm saying. Think about it, Chris. We had to get that one awkward photo of who's it? Scarlett Johansson lying to everybody with her glasses on, reading a Black Widow book. Like, bitch, you ain't reading that. Shut up. You not. Stop. We had to get all these.
Make it worse.
Ooh.
Make it worse.
No, Mark Ruffalo. Ruffalo was the worst one to be.
No.
Like,
D. Make it worse. Reading it upside down.
I wish one of them did. That would have been Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie would have did that on purpose.
So the role went to Pfeiffer, who was described as a proven actress who got along with Burton, although some publications said that it would stretch her acting abilities. Pfeiffer had also been considered for Bale in '89 Batman, but Keaton vetoed that casting because they had been romantically involved, and he believed that her presence would interfere with attempts to reconcile with his wife.
Whoa. Sean Young was involved?
No, Pfeiffer.
Oh, wait a minute. Who was it? Wait. I'm sorry. I just kind of lost that part of the story.
Michelle Pfeiffer was supposed to be Vicky Vale in Batman '89, but Michael Keaton said hell no. Because
Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, she received a $3 million salary, $2 million more than Annette Bening, by the way, plus a percentage of the gross profits. Pfeiffer had trained for months in kickboxing with her stunt double, Kathy Long, mastering the whip and becoming proficient enough to perform her own stunts with the weapon.
Annette Bening.
Why you say fuck me for?
I know. What did you say fuck me for?
What I do?
Yeah, fuck her for getting pregnant. That's what they did that. They did that. Like,
I mean, Hollywood is definitely on like the side of just like you get pregnant, it's like you're dead weight. Like get the fuck out of here.
But here's the funny thing for Annette Bening. I will say this for Annette Bening because this is not the first time we have talked about people getting cast, and we heard Annette Bening's name came up in the early 90s for it. Remember, she missed a lot of stuff she could have been in, and eventually she got on American Beauty, and that kind of brought her career back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was good for her.
Yeah, it was good and stuff. But I think Danny DeVito being like Penguin was kind of like that makes sense. Because like who else was going to be
anybody also for them?
Bob Hoskins was maybe Bob Hoskins.
No. I'm getting to it as well. First, get ready for this, gentlemen. All right. First of all, guess how much money Michael Keaton got for reprising Batman?
Double.
$20 million. That sounds right. 91.
Keaton reprised his role as Bruce Wayne Batman for $10 million, doubling his salary for he doubled his salary for Batman '89. Burton wanted to cast Marlon Brando as the Penguin, but Warner Brothers stop. Save your comment. Warner Brothers preferred Dustin Hoffman, Christopher Lloyd, and Robert De Niro were also considered. I know, but Danny DeVito became the front runner when Waters re-envisioned the character as a deformed human-bird hybrid. DeVito was initially reluctant to accept the role until he was convinced by his close friend Jack Nicholson, who played the Joker in Batman '89. To convey his vision, Burton gave DeVito a picture he had painted of a diminutive character sitting on a red and white striped ball with the caption, "My name is Jimmy, but my friends call me the hideous penguin boy." That sold him.
Oh my God, it's dark. I like it. Get him in here.
Get him in here now.
So how about that?
How macabre.
Four men that you just could not see playing this role.
Dustin Hoffman,
Marlon Brando, Christopher Lloyd, and De Niro.
Christopher Lloyd would have given us something to make us not do comic movies no more.
No.
This is fresh off a Suburban Commando.
No, but here's my thing with Christopher Lloyd. If I was somebody in the studio system, I'd be like, why not have Christopher Lloyd be the Mad Hatter or something?
Well, that's because they were.
Chris, remember, 66 Batman. You can't go above nobody's head.
66 Batman, even worse. Burton himself said, "Why am I going to make a movie with a villain as boring as the Penguin?"
See, that's a man with no imagination.
And not even that, because he's still going off of the 60s Batman.
No, again,
everybody was.
But that's lack of imagination.
All right, Chris.
I'm not saying he has to read the comics, but like that's kind of funny that he says Penguin is boring, and it's like,
hey, Chris, if he would have given the producers any of that, John Peters would have looked at Tim Burton and went. Chill, get on, bro.
That right there.
You know as well as I do. You couldn't give them nothing close to what we have now in comic book movies, bro.
No,
not back then.
In fact, Burton himself has even said that he does not consider Batman 89 like a favorite of his. He is so bored to tears with Sam Hamm's story from Batman 89. Sure, he came in and directed it, but he didn't like it.
Here's my thing about that, and it's not because here's the thing. I fundamentally understand why you have certain directors that want to do a different take on a comic book character. So let me make this perfectly clear. I'm not saying they got to go beat for beat. That's never been my thing. You want to do your own thing, cool. I just feel there's a certain backhandedness that people like Tim Burton do, where it's like, but dude, like your movies, as good as they are, there are some movies where it's like, yo, Burton, kind of bore me with your bullshit right now. You know, where it's like you're kind of doing the same shit that you get on comic books doing. You know, that kind of thing. And it's like,
well, remember, Chris, he didn't even want to. Is this a different
conversation? I'm sorry.
No, it's just with Burton, but Burton saying that, like, you know, that talking about Batman 89, it's like, Burton, your 89, that 89 Batman was like opposite of like, it was actually, it felt like it was.
I know it's yeah, I get what you're saying, Chris. It's opposite of all the weird Burton stuff that he's not.
Yeah, and so it's like you would think he would like that.
And that's probably why he didn't like it. Chris, anytime your creativeness is stunted or told no about, you're not going to like it. And I'm guaranteeing there was a lot of stuff in Warner Brothers. They were like, look, Tim, we'll let you do what you do, but you can't do this. You can't do that. We don't want that. Do you know who the Joker is? Don't do this. Don't do that. You're taking somebody's creativity away. Which is the only reason why he even did this sequel in the first place, was because he had full creative control.
No, and I'm saying that's what I'm saying. The full creative control of it is fine. It's just like there, but it goes to D. You even said it, like you can still be creative and still do your thing too within the lines of what being mandated to you and stuff. So it's like,
but I don't mean I need to like it. You're telling
but sometimes you do need to be told no. Sometimes I'm just saying.
Look, not everybody's Michael Bay in Transformers 2.
All right, Chris. Look, you can't have the argument on two sides on this one. Being against him not doing any work, like you're saying, like why did you try? And at the same time, maybe you need to be told to shut the fuck up. You can't have it both ways on that.
Look, maybe I'm speaking. See, I'm speaking in hindsight because of how
you're talking the future sense, and I'm
I'm talking. I mean, it's hard for me not to, because it's just when Era says all that, I'm looking at Burton like, Burton, your Penguin. I get that you shot for the moon with this.
It's not the cornering, Chris.
I know. It's just my thing is this. Look. I'm jumping ahead here, but there's a moment in this movie where it's like, Burton, you put rockets on the back of penguins.
I got a story about that.
And shot at Batman. And you're lucky that Michael Keaton's reaction as Batman to that is like perfect.
I got the story on that.
Just saying.
No, but Chris, the way Dean said it, dude, it's like you're somewhere riding that argument of apply yourself and nigga, you're doing too much.
It's like this. I understand.
He put
like,
rockets on
man.
Penguin. He did too goddamn much.
But Chris, my point is this, man. When it comes to Tim Burton and what he wanted, he had full control of what he wanted to do. We cannot get mad. Like it's like that's the thing. When we see, all right, good example. We saw what happens when you give a person to direct something, no direction at all, and they give you what they give you. We call that Max Payne. You know, the studios told them you can't do this, you can't do that, get rid of this, keep that, show more of this. You know they did that.
Yeah, they stripped out.
So certain movies, certain properties are like we
make sure. And they can make sure a black man with a billy club comes around the corner and knocks out Marky Mark.
No, it's just my thing. My thing is, like I said, at the end of the day, I can appreciate Tim Burton had full control because goddamn, from like the opening scene of like after we get the iconic, and then he looks up and we see the light and stuff. This man got to fight the fucking Red Triangle gang in the city and shit.
So I want to dive into this development story real quick. So following the success of Batman '89, which became the 5th highest grossing film of its time, a sequel was considered inevitable. Warner Brothers Pictures was confident in its potential, with discussions about a follow-up beginning by late 1989 and plans to start filming in May of the following year. The studio wanted, God why, Robin Williams and Danny DeVito to play Riddler and the Penguin, respectively.
That could work.
And also invested $2 million in acquiring the Gotham City sets at Pinewood Studios in England, intending to use them for at least 2 more sequels. These sets were kept under 24-hour surveillance, as it was more cost-effective to maintain them than to build new ones. Makes sense. Despite pressure from Warner Bros. To finalize the script and begin production, director Tim Burton was hesitant about returning for a sequel. He called the idea dumbfounded, particularly before analyzing the performance of the first film. Burton was generally skeptical of sequels, believing that they were only worthwhile if they were offered a chance to explore something new and different.
But it's cool. That makes sense.
That's more than fair. That seems more than fair.
Yeah, I mean, because
so going into it, Batman '89 director Sam Hamm, his initial story idea expanded the expanded character of Harvey Dent, played by Billy D. Williams, and his descent into the supervillain Two-Face. Warner Brothers wanted the main villain to be the Penguin, however, whom Hamm believed the studio saw as Batman's most prominent enemy after the Joker. Catwoman was added because Burton and Hamm were interested in the character. Hamm's drafts continued directly after Batman '89, focusing on the relationship between Wayne and Vicky Vale and their engagement. The Penguin was written as an avian-themed criminal who uses birds as weapons. Catwoman was more overtly sexualized, wore bondage gear, and nonchalantly murdered groups of men. The main narrative teamed Penguin and Catwoman to frame Batman for the murders of Gotham's wealthiest citizens in their pursuit of a secret treasure. Their quest leads them to Wayne Manor and reveals the Wayne's secret history. Among other things, Hamm originated the Christmas time setting and introduced Robin, Batman's sidekick, although the idea for an assault rifle wielding Santa's was also abandoned. Hamm ensured that Batman did not kill anyone and focused on protecting Gotham's homeless. The two drafts produced by Hamm failed to renew Burton's interest, and the director concentrated on directing Edward Scissorhands and writing for Nightmare Before Christmas instead. So Burton was confirmed to direct the sequel by January of 1991, with filming scheduled to begin later that year for a 1992 release. He agreed to return in exchange for creative control on the sequel. Burton considered Batman the least favorite of his films, describing it as occasionally boring. According to his longtime producer, only about 50% of Batman '89 was Burton. The studio wanted Batman Returns to be more of a Tim Burton film, a weirder movie, but also more hip and fun. But they regret that choice nowadays.
Hip, guys. Come on.
So
get to bring those golfs in here, guys. Come on.
Get this. Burton decided to go ahead and force in that long goth-haired dick into the production by doing the following. Burton replaced key Batman '89 crew with some of his former collaborators, including cinematographer Stefan Kapowski, production designer Bo Welch, creature effects supervisor Stan Winston, makeup artist Vay Nail, and art directors Tom Duffield and Rick Hendricks. Daniel Waters was hired to replace him because Burton wanted someone with no emotional attachment to Batman '89 and liked Waters' script for the dark comedy Heathers, 1988, which matched Burton's intended tone and creative direction. Burton reportedly disliked John Peters, who produced Batman '89, busted him down to executive producer of Batman Returns and effectively barred him from the set. Warner Brothers was the production company and distributor with production assistants and executive producer Peter Guber and Peter's Polygram Pictures. That was the development for Batman Returns.
So we're gonna get this. I'm gonna tell you this.
I told you, everybody hates John Peters, man.
Here's the thing. Like I said again, I get somebody who wants to have their vision, but as we get into Batman Returns, I think my biggest issue, as much as I enjoyed the film, it's like, yo, Tim, okay, cool, you didn't like Batman '89, dope. What you got? And what you got is like, you kind of did a lateral move.
You better bring up some good points, Sean, because this one below us loves this movie. Okay.
No, it's just to me, this is not me like revision history. No, I enjoyed the movie, but it's like, yo, Burton, you had all this fucking hate for '89 Batman, but you just did a lateral move for this. So like,
did I not just say that he would not return to do a sequel unless he got to do something
No.
different?
Fuck new and different. I get that. What I'm saying is Burton sitting up there saying all this, and the final product, it's a lateral move still. You didn't move the needle forward. It's like you're just as dark as the fucking '89 Batman. With maybe a new coat of paint.
I disagree.
This is darker than '89.
This is definitely darker than '89.
What? Because a mutant baby and penguin?
No,
is that it? The biting of the nose?
Wow.
Is it
wow. I love how Chris in many ways say fuck the kids. I love it.
I am, because it's like, all right, cool. Like, it's like, I get it, dark, because, babies and stuff, but it's like, all right, Burton, like, cool, you're more darker. Does that make it better?
Do you know how much writing had to go into this movie, to get what we got?
Juggling fucking 3 villains. One of them ain't even a comic book villain, which is fine. And then, like, you gave me a Captain Planet villain and Max Shrek. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. Like, got you. Feel you.
Okay. Right.
Look, I got beef with Tim Burton because I'm tired of his pretentious ass. It's more so his fan base than Burton himself. Let me make that clear. It's just.
Can I go over?
I like how Michael Mann's pretentious ass will zip right by you. But messy haired, I love going neck deep in hell in the bottom Carter.
I mean,
Michael,
these
can't not pass.
Michael Mann riding Maverick from Top Gun. Gone. My fucking 10, Chris.
It's just not, because it's just everything. No, it's just everything. No, but everything that you said about what Tim Burton having full control and all that stuff, it's just in my head. It's like, all right, Burton, you saying all this shit. This shit better be like,
Chris,
hey,
put yourself in the position of a director just coming off of doing a very successful film, and you said to yourself, hey, you know what? I don't need to do nothing else with this. I did this one movie. I have no interest. I've already got three other projects that I'm drafting right now. I don't need to do anything more with this project here.
Very fair.
I'm sorry. Hello, what is it, Warner Brothers? What do you want? I just put this movie out a year ago. A sequel? I know it made money. What? Peters is doing this? No, I'm not doing it if he's doing this. No, we're not doing this. No, go fuck yourself. I'm doing Edward Scissorhands and I'm doing Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, no, leave me alone. Put yourself in that position, Chris.
Hold on. Stop. Chris, do you hate Tim Burton?
I hate his fans.
No.
Do I hate Tim?
No.
Here's why it counts. It's no.
Count.
No, why it counts? Because it's equivalent to people that sit there and say they hate Eminem, and then when you start digging deep, it's like, oh, you hate the fan base. Fair. That's fair because the fan base exasperates the person himself, and that's fair. That is 100% fair.
You can hate the fan base and hate
Harrison Ford, Tom Ford, people the gourd,
you can hate both at the same time. You can
but I'm saying
this is America.
It's
still have
standards, you can hate Eminem for the rapping, but like you're still not going to take away his talent, right? But you can hate the fan base for acting like he's the alpha omega, the beginning and the end. It's like, whoa, guys, chill. What are we doing here?
Hold on, Chris. The reason why I say that is this. Because it wasn't all those fat girls wearing Jack Skeleton shirts. No, you went spooky. Hitting one of his tropes. His macabre trope that he is actually very good at. You know, one thing a movie he didn't put a lot of his macabre bull crap in, but he still crept it in there and everybody loved it. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, nigga.
But here's the thing. But here's the funny thing. You say, do I hate Tim Burton? And I think Sleepy Hollow is probably his best, like, spooky ass fucking film to me personally. I actually like Sleepy Hollow.
What?
Yes.
Sleepy Hollow is your favorite one that he made.
Dead ass. Well, really? Pee-wee's Big Adventure, then Sleepy Hollow, but still, like, you know.
I like how Chris is like, yeah, fuck the 89 Batman. He didn't do nothing for me.
But I'm not revising history. It's just when I'm hearing all this, it's like, okay, Burton, that's cool.
Now, also, Chris, let's also keep in mind, and I have to really put that again because every time people go back and look at any of these comic book movies, I feel that they kind of fuck up their retrospective by comparing it to today's standards. Remember, back then, comics were always a thing, but they were comics. They weren't movies. You can't put what's in there onto the screen and think it's going to look serious. You can't do that. So they had to be creative. They had to go a different way. And even if they did want to do a comic story, they had 4 producers and one of them who likes giant spiders going, let's take that out. Let's take this out. Let's take that out. So guess what they're left? They're left with the pasty white guy who don't cast black people in his movies to do this freaking movie. And guess what? At that time, he was probably the best one you had to do that too. Wait. Wow. Wait, Chris, are you going to list out the?
That's Eric. That's Sue. That's it. I didn't say that. That's Sue.
No, that's why he was shaking his head like. What?
I am because I have to say this. Although Robin was removed from the screenplay, the character's development was far enough along that Marlon Wayans was cast in the role.
Yeah.
Listen, Negro. Burton has specifically wanted an African-American Robin.
Because he's progressive.
The nigga was progressive before the shit became an annoying ass meme.
Here's the thing. I hate to deflate that for you, but that's like the only black person Tim Burton has ever had in his movie.
I don't give a shit. It was a start.
That's his one black friend.
Two things.
It was a start.
Two things.
That's
not true. Two things. That's not true, Chris. He's actually had other black people.
I know. I'm just being.
Number two. Number two. The reason why I roll my eyes, y'all, is because you ever see when it got like it snows really a whole lot, right? And you go by somebody's house and it's like a dirt road, and the dirt road is clear as hell, despite there being snow everywhere. That's that path of, Marlon Wayans was going to be casting. I am so tired of hearing that.
I was not going to that.
I know you wasn't. You just
I was just trying to finish this real quick. The fact that he wanted them, the costume, the sets, and action figures were already made. And in the 1998 interview, Wayne said that he still receives residual checks as part of the 2-film contract that he signed. Yeah. Early reports suggested, by the way, going back to Jack Nicholson had been asked to return as the Joker, but he refused to film in England because of the salary tax on foreign talent. Nicholson denied being asked, however, believing that Warner Brothers would not want to replicate his generous compensation for Batman 89.
And that's my thing. It's like people forget that contracts for movies was like the ultimate residual. It's the ultimate residual check ever, especially if you're like on a if you sign like a contract for like a big time deal. Because like even Kevin Smith talked about it, like Tim Burton, the way he does things and stuff. Even if he signs onto the project and stuff, he always has a guarantee that he's going to come away with something monetarily, like because hey. Don't waste my time. But if you want me, cool, I'll sign on, but I'm going to get a check out of this, even if the project doesn't happen. Which is smart, because it's like, if you're going to waste my time, I need some compensation for it.
Yeah.
I got other projects I can do, and you're going to have me on this bullshit.
And a lot of directors do that too.
It makes sense. I mean, because I want to be paid for my time. Shit,
So Chris, you know how you mentioned, the whole... your gripe with Burton strapping rockets and missiles to penguins and shit. Check this out with the principal filming here. Some sets were kept very cold for the live Emperor Blackfooted and King penguins. The birds were flown in on a refrigerated airplane for filming and had a chilled waiting area containing a swimming pool stocked with a half ton of ice daily and fresh fish. DeVito stated that DeVito stated that he generally liked being on set, but disliked the cold conditions and was the only person somewhat comfortable because of his costume's heavy padding. To create the Penguin Army, the live penguins were supplemented with puppets. 40 Emperor Penguin suits worn by little people.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Hold
on, before you continue. Was one of them Warwick Davis?
No, there wasn't, Chris. Not all midgets are Warwick Davis. I am so tired of you.
He is the GOAT of midget actors.
Chris, can we please?
I know.
It is not midget.
No. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Can you please just one time, if you're gonna include a little person, can you please just include Hooter from Captain EO? Yes. That black man deserves more flowers, okay?
Is he getting residuals, sir?
His name
is he getting residuals of Captain EO? That would be great.
But that man he's talking about is Tony Cox.
Cox.
You know what? I rewatched Willow recently. Yes, he definitely is deserving of GOAT status alongside Warwick Davis.
You know why he's the GOAT for me? He threw a brick at Bernie Mac and said, "Goddamn devil!" That's why he's the guy.
He also banged out a white woman in Me, Myself, and Irene.
These lips was on your mouth.
Okay.
No. I'm thinking of Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Let me be real with you. I hate
Bad Santa is hilarious. I love it.
I hate that movie. I hate that's Bernie Mac's last movie.
And it's great.
Not Bernie Mac. I mean John Ritter. John Ritter. That was John Ritter's last movie. I do not like Bad Santa. It's only funny parts, and then he killed Bernie Mac. I'm like, great, you killed the whole reason why I wanted to watch this movie.
So going into this, of course, the Emperor Penguin suits were worn by little people and CGI. So it was a mix of both of those things. PETA protested the use of real penguins, objecting to the birds being moved from their natural environment. Although the organization had reportedly said that the penguins were not mistreated during filming, it later complained that the birds did not get fresh drinking water, just a small chlorinated pond. PETA also objected to the penguins being fitted with appliances representing weapons and gadgets, which one of the brothers said were lightweight plastic. Burton said that he did not like using real animals because he had an affinity for them and ensured that the penguins were treated with care.
Tim Burton looks like a dude that carries animals and then not wash himself and then do stuff like have sex.
Tim Burton doesn't wash his legs, okay?
You know, white people, I got a question.
Tim Burton, no, Chris. Tim Burton just lets the water rinse.
Yeah, he just lets the water rinse. You don't scrub your legs and your feet or anything.
You want to know? Look. We're talking about nasty ass white people. It's time for D to say the story about his one of his favorite white people was nasty as hell. So Triple H was in the shower, right? Here come Mick Foley coming out of the ring, sweating like a motherfucker. Take his shit off. Takes his shit off, just peels off that joint, walking around ass naked. Takes a shower, right? Comes back, takes his clothes that are down there, dries himself off with the clothes, and then puts them back on. That is some nasty Caucasian bullshit right there. That right there is an even lazier equivalent of just spraying your shit with Febreze and keeping it moving.
Or
I respect that. At least you try not to make it stink no more.
Or the Weeb special, spray tagged on yourself.
Spray tagged. All right. You want to know the most clutch thing in the world?
Knows this. I was going to choke out somebody at Otakon for doing that bullshit.
Y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know some clutch shit? And this is Help D. And
oh boy, here we go.
Do I suggest it? No, but this is the most clutch shit. You know that your degree or your right guard is some shit or whatever happening, you're having a bad day. And yeah, it's lit up down there. It's lit up down there. You know what you do? Take your ass to the bathroom, paper towel, get some of that down that you got to put on your hands, line it up, bam, bam. That is 3 solid hours. At that point, it's all on you.
Okay,
that is the hygiene equivalent of a quick charge.
Okay. This might be some black ass. This might be some black ass shit that I'm about to say. This some black family shit. No bullshit.
15 minutes get you 50%.
I remember for probably like half a year, my mom literally would buy Dow soap, the bar soap, to watch. Like that was our washing soap. And it always felt weird to me because you go to school and that's the Dow liquid and it's like it smells the same. So you're like, why the fuck do I? And then my mom eventually switched over to Dove, but that was a weird 6 months of just like I'm using Dow soap bar, like. You know what I'm saying? Like
6 months, nigga.
No, I vividly remember the switch over. It was like summertime, and we were finally using Dow soap. I'm just saying, like that was
what we doing with this, Ma Dukes. This is what I'm saying. It's like
it's like Dow soap, like. Kind of weird.
My god.
A staple of Burton.
Hold on, I got a question. I got one quick question before we get off of smelling funny and all this shit. Hey, white people, why do y'all do shit like hook up on your dogs, then have sex right afterwards without washing? Like, why do y'all do shit like that? Like, that's all do you want to know. Now you smell like the dog and fucking. That's not a good combination.
Sir,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Math.
I mean, my dog Chachki's mouth is cleaner than the humans. I should be all right.
Yeah, but Chachki smells like the outdoors and the other neighbor's dog. And I'm gonna need you to wash your nasty.
And I feel safer with Chachki than when I see a black man across the street.
You know what? Me telling the story about Mick Foley. And me telling the story about
I saw that, sir.
We told the story about them two motherfuckers not washing themselves, man. I know white folk are saying,
"Who are these niggas?"
I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real
even
talk.
white people are like, who are these niggas? Your cousins,
First off,
your sister, probably, your
first-
brother, or the nigga you.
First off, white people are never beating the "we don't have washcloth" allegations. Okay, so I don't want to hear
They're
nothing
not
about
beating
who these.
that, but the one
They'll
that
never
they're
beat
not
that.
beating, the one they're not beating for me is like, wait a minute, wait. Now I'm gonna understand missing a day or two, right? But they're like, wait a minute, you take how many showers a week? That's a lot. I'm like, what, every day?
Oh, there, Eric.
A whole lot of admin goals running around here.
It's like, yo, I can understand, I ain't really run around a lot too much. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna wash myself.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, you know what? Whatever, nigga.
Had
Fuck
plenty
your
of those
mom. That's
moments
all
during
good.
the 2020 was full of those moments because where the fuck else was I going?
It's like,
My question is this, white folk.
Like, I actually decided to take a shower for the second day in a row, and it was quite refreshing. That's some of you.
Yeah.
That is some of you.
It really is. Like, man, I feel so fresh.
Like, it's been, how long has it been since your last shower? Oh my God. 5 days? Oh my God, 5 days? Yeah, I didn't really need one, bitch, you went walking.
Well,
like,
I don't shower. I wash up. That's my favorite.
All I gotta do is like, what the fuck y'all do? No, Chris, I'm with you. There's a lot of white women ain't beating charges of not washing their nasty ass feet. That's
my villain origin story of why I never hooked up with a white woman. So there you go. That's my villain origin story.
I will be.
Well, know why I hate white women? D just said it right there.
I will be terrified.
Eris is fucking done.
Hey, Chris, I'll be terrified. I'm already going against my race. Against my mother's wishes. Got a white woman. I'm deeply in love with her.
Put her nasty ass feet up on my bed. You see like the blank marks and shit. Get the fuck out.
Let me go ahead and get me a Nubian. Let me get me a Nubian black woman right now.
No. Wait. You know when they feet aren't white, it's like that off tint yellow.
It's like Margot Robbie's and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, listen. I'm imagining, like, just for saying that, I'm imagining, if you will, Chris is out. I want to say not the Valley. Not Fresno. Not even Fresno. You were like, that's what I'm saying.
Bay Area. Let's just say Bay Area. Let's just say
No, Chris. You were hanging around somewhere. You know what? You were going to a Jack in the Box in San Mateo, right? So anyway, and you come across, and you just happen to come across one. She seemed cute. You want to just say hello and spark up a bullshit conversation while while you're waiting for your number 7, right? And you just happen to look. No, you just happen to wait. You happen to look down, and you get that Ren and Stimpy ass art piece where it looks more hideous than it's supposed to be, and you hear a random owl in the background just.
No, it'd be the joke off of SpongeBob.
At that point, Chris's villain origin story begins. I was this close. I will never.
Never.
No errors. It'd be you gotta do it the right way. You gotta do it like how Plankton did it on SpongeBob. But I don't know, Chris. I went running around. It's just a little bit of foot sweat. It's nothing. Oh my goodness!
No, dude.
You zoom into that foot. You see a hair sticking out of the fingernail.
No, dude. I already hear Chris like internally going, white women, you lost the privilege of climbing this escape ladder.
Pretty much like that.
You will never know how this Mandingo rose.
And I rise.
I am sorry, Caucasian women. You will never know the veracity of this.
Speaking of dirty Caucasian women, we have to talk about. We have to talk about. Oh, go ahead, Sue. Sorry about that.
I was actually going to segue into white women. Back to it again, real quick. The Catwoman outfit was made from latex because it was designed to be black and sexy and tight and shiny.
What else was it going to be? Cotton?
Let me finish. The material was chosen because of its association with erotic and sexual situations, reflecting the character's transition from a repressed secretary to an extroverted, erotic female. Padding was added because Pfeiffer was less physically endowed than Annette Bening. This worked to Pfeiffer's advantage. However, since Barrett Brown said that if it was too tight, it would reveal the genital area so thoroughly that we would get an X certificate.
What, her moose knuckles going to show?
Apparently.
Hey, look, come on. That's Michelle Pfeiffer, Chris.
Now
it's more like a hamster knuckle. So let's not.
Now
all knuckles matter.
Shut up, Chris. Ringwood and thought that if the latex material tore, that it would not be difficult to repair. 40 to 70 backup Catwoman suits were made by Western Costume. The Warner Brothers costume
40
department.
to 70.
I think it's kind of
the Los Angeles-based clothing manufacturer Siren at a cost of $1,000 each. Do you know that $1,000 each in 1992? That's what, like five bricks.
That's about 5 to 4 bricks. That's about 4 to 5 bricks. Now you ain't lying, bro.
Now get this: other versions, real quick, Chris. Other versions made for Pfeiffer from a cast of her body were so tight that she had to be covered in baby powder to wear them. Barrett Brown said that because of the material, it was possible to get into the suit when dry. Then they could not reuse them. However, because of the sweat and body oil, oh god.
I mean, you gotta think about it like this, right? Costumes have come a long way, but you have to think about the evolution of comic book costumes, especially for us. It's great to watch the evolution of it because you think back to like Gen Xers, right? They had the Hulk TV show and all that stuff, and even the Batman 66, they kept the shit so fucking simple. You could probably get the Julia Newmar's Catwoman costume off a fucking rack somewhere. You know, it was very simplified.
But Julia Newmar's costume in 1992, though.
No, but what I'm saying is one was spandex, which is easy to get into whether you're wet, dry, or whatever, right? But then you get into the movie side, you got to make you think about how much of a big spectacle you got to see the costume.
Yeah, it would have
so it was kind of like, okay, how do you make Catwoman pop instead of throwing her into spandex, right?
True.
So it's kind of like and to Tim Burton's credit with the.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But was saying with Tim Burton's credit, though, like I said, be joking and shit, talking him aside, I appreciate his vision for Catwoman as being a dominatrix because if you think about it, in the comics, Selena Kyle was a sex worker. Depending on which iteration of Catwoman you're talking at, she was a former sex worker, and it would make sense to have her in that kind of costume. It makes perfect sense.
I mean, bro, the Super Saiyan transformation that she went through in this movie. I loved it.
It's iconic for a reason because it's just Michelle Pfeiffer in that suit just made it like pop even more.
But like you can actually tell now, and when you say it, Eris, I can see. Yeah, she they had to pad her up.
Yeah,
because that's like. Just the way that the material.
Have you seen some women now that try to do that costume? Like, if you think about it, look, I'm gonna be real.
The amount of women that we see in BlurCon rocking this costume.
No. That's what I'm saying. The amount of black women of different sizes and thickness that rock that costume and it looks good as hell. That speaks to like that how iconic that goddamn costume is.
Let's just call it out here and let me just
now quick do a split.
Pretty much.
This is not me taking away from no white women that get into them suits and look good. I am not taking away from y'all white women. There ain't nothing like a sister in a Catwoman suit. I'm gonna be real.
Undefeated.
There ain't nothing like a black woman, and like you said, all big to skinny. It just smokes every other race when it comes to Catwoman, man. I don't understand it. There are a legion of big girls who do Catwoman, and there's white girls like, Dang, how do I make it look like that?
Right. Even that shitty Halle Berry costume, it's like, God
the
damn.
Halle Berry one. The Halle
that
Berry
one was
is
made for
bigger.
black women.
Now that being said,
That's some Atlanta shit right there.
I mentioned
throw a cat mask and stripper clothes on and call it a day.
Tell Halle Berry to overact. No, overact. That's how we want
Shake her skinny ass. That's all she has.
So I told. It's so funny. I told my son. He was like the Catwoman movie. We was like me and Angie. I was asking her about Catwoman. Yada yada woo woo. And somehow she mentioned the Catwoman movie. And my son got a Catwoman movie. We was like, yeah. Don't watch that, son.
That's me. He's gonna watch it.
Not even like this. Not even going. We're not even going to hear the. Oh my god, the worst thing. Like no, just no. He's like, is it worse than? Hey Chris, you're gonna like this. Is it worse than Wolverine? Oh yes, it is. He just got finished watching Wolverine. Like Wolverine, what was like? Yeah,
well, which one? The Wolverine or like which one?
He said, you know, the one with Deadpool that really wasn't Deadpool.
That was Deadpool, damn, right? X-Men Origins.
I was like, yes, that is him, son. Just giving the dumb some. Have fun with that. So yeah, this was like, is it worse than Wolverine? Like, yeah.
Well, here's my thing. So Penguin is
Phantom. Maybe you get something out of that one.
So Penguin is birthed from Pee Wee Herman and Helen Bonham Carter.
From Pee Wee's.
That is not Helen Bonham Carter, is it? That is
no. That's I call her Great Value Sean Young.
I need you to stop.
I like how our boy Rubens just has the look on his face.
He has range. That's what we call range, sir.
You know what he has on his face? He looks like he's about to say this. The colors are outside. Darling.
Yes. The martinis are fitting for that too.
That is not Helen. That's not Bonham Carter. That is Diane Louise Salinger. Yeah.
She's again great value, Sean Young. You know, if you can't get Sean Young, you get her.
I just like how our boy PB's like, give me the gray hair. Put that gray hair on me, man.
I feel people again. I think we talked about him before. Paul Rubens has range that's just fun to watch. In a way,
Paul Rubens is greatly underrated as an actor.
Blow was the one that movie that everybody's like, oh man, Pee Wee Herman and Blow. It's crazy,
played
right?
A gay drug dealer and sold it.
Yep.
I mean, he did it well doing Derek for real. Him in every little part, even was little or big, he put his.
George, I'm sorry. I screwed you.
Take it. He's gonna drop the weed in the middle of his lap like that. Yo, gay ass lap. Take it.
Gay ass lap.
It's like, please take it.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this. So Penguin is
that is also true. Thank you, Mr. J. He played.
He was in Gotham.
In Gotham, he played the Penguin's dad.
I forgot. Which again, D, I might have to get you for if we talk about Gotham, me, you, and Prime, because that we have to talk about that show. I don't know how far you watched it with Gotham.
I'm sorry. I read what Brian said.
Brian. Okay, Brian, what you're saying? Hang on, Brian. I'm gonna tell you. It almost happened between her and Bruce Wayne until burn on the arm.
Hey, what's that, Selena? What are you talking about?
No. She noticed it. He didn't notice it. But the moment she looked, he goes, "Oh shit! I can't be doing this. This is a mistake. No, this is wrong."
I meant to mention this earlier. You do realize that we clearly know that there's a portion of our fans who are of the Caucasian race. We don't care.
I want you. Hey, look, Super Smash. You got to understand. We have been.
Do not care.
You got to understand.
It's about this much.
Here's the crazy part. Super Smash. White people do listen to us because anytime we go to MagFest, they hear D over here and stuff. It's like 3 Black Geeks. Oh man, I listen to you. And it's like, oh, so white people do listen to us. All right, cool.
We had several white people say they listen to us, and actually, there's a bunch of them that do, and I appreciate all of you who do, but just gonna have to let y'all know y'all chalkies are fucking up the world system right now. I'm just gonna keep it real. Just gonna keep it real. If it ain't you, look at your cousin, your daddy, your sister, your mama. One of them niggas is fucking it. It ain't go. Let me put it this way: it ain't going to be a long search, and you know it. You
just need to just walk up to them and ask them, was the cost of eggs really worth that vote?
I'm just saying, like when you go to them, just say, God, is it really your body? Is it really your choice? Like, that's what you need to do. Yeah. That's not our job. No, that's not our job. Because we've been doing that, like, forever in America. Don't eat that, boss. All right, boss, you don't want to have that. Now, we've created this in the background to make it taste better because we know how y'all white folk is when it comes to flavor. Like, we have been doing everything to help y'all out. And when it comes to the last 15 years of politics, the black president looked y'all dead in y'all face and said, don't let this motherfucker in here. And you know what y'all did? Let him in there.
Cowabunga it is. Twice. First time. No. The first time we were like, all right, y'all were tripping. I understand.
I really want to show Obama. I understand.
All right, cool. Second time, go ahead and keep the party going. Like they really did that shit. And with the added bonus of looking back at us and said, yeah, psych, man, we ain't supporting that. We ain't supporting the black woman.
History of this country needs to be studied thoroughly.
Does it need to be studied?
Harris, it should be. But y'all took that out of schools. Remember that? Because y'all didn't want to hear about y'all losing the Civil War.
Hold on. Because DEI. All right.
Nah.
I like how
DEI wasn't
RT.
It wasn't. DEI wasn't a factor.
I like how a percentage of y'all saw Black Mermaid and said, we got to stop these niggas at all costs. That's what y'all did.
Can't let these niggers take the mermaids. What are we going to have left?
Granted, the movie was whatever.
Yeah,
but the outrage that came out for it prior to that movie's release was comical.
I think it's even more funny the fact that they would have probably called my man as Harvey Dent coming back. They would still call that woke today. They'd be like, oh, so woke. Why is he black?
I didn't want that.
I mean, it's so funny.
James Gunn, please, if you will.
Oh no, we got the Bunk playing fucking dude head of Daily Planet now in the new Superman movie.
I know.
Oh yeah. What's the face? Yeah,
Perry. Perry. Perry White.
They made him a black guy. Last time he was Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. Too black.
Too strong.
Come on. Blurred and powerful. Anyway.
My man just said
I just like how Eric just came
Look, all I'm saying is that's kind of crazy how your answer, if you're rich, when your son looks like the fucking disfigured penguin, is, you know what, throw that motherfucker in the river like Moses and just
throw him in the river where the other riffraff is.
We will give it 24 hours.
Survival of the fittest.
No. Before driving it outside to the freaking river, we gave it 24 hours. The ravaging of that cat was the last straw.
So Penguin gets raised by actual penguins.
We were actually going to raise it, but that was the fight.
First off.
It doesn't even have.
Is Gotham that fucked up of a city that penguins just chill in the fucking sewers?
Well, Chris, we got these two psychopaths throwing babies in the river.
In a basket that was able to float. See, here's what I think. By the way, this is something that I always make fun of. The moment they yeeted the basket over the bridge,
they yeeted that baby too.
When they yeeted it over and it hit the water, when they saw that the basket went down and back up again and started making its way down the river, I love the mother's reaction. She did I can't believe it floats. I was thinking that it was gonna sink like a stone.
Paul Rubens like, the crocodiles will catch it next. That's the way he looks.
Well, is Gotham in Florida now? We get exotic animals and shit living everywhere.
No. Paul was like, it is out of our hands now.
I feel Paul Rubens
is no longer our concern.
I feel Pinkman's dad actually
didn't even give that child a goodbye. Just
here. And you know what she would have said? But what if he survived? Ah! You said the secret word.
I hate you.
Reek. But I'm just saying.
Rubens was my childhood.
No, he was mine too. But the fact that Paul was standing by that window, heard the sounds of his wife in labor, then followed up with horrified screaming, goes, I must go investigate this matter. Something must be wrong with my child. What could it be?
Brother,
That's exactly what they were looking like when they saw that shit. Damn.
Hey, Chris. Raise the price of penicillin.
That's the United Healthcare CEO right there.
That's all of them.
How much to bring back polio?
Sir, that is RFK Jr. You put some respect on his name.
I feel that measles should come back.
It would be funny if it's not so true, because all these fucking dickhead anti-vaxxers are just like, man, polio, we ain't shit. I'm like, we bringing back polio. Making a fucking comeback. All right, bet.
Anti-vaxxers, I like how all these kids ended up getting measles. And they happen in different places in the country, but it happened over here in DC, and it happened a whole bunch of kids got measles in Virginia. One of these dumb anti-vaxxers go up. Well, we make sure that our kids stay healthy. Does this? He gets plenty of exercise on the rest, but he wasn't vaccinated. I don't believe in that. But your son is sick right now, and it can't. I think it came from one of the other kids. It could be because you never gave your kid the measles, and now he got chicken pox, and he's about to die.
Become measles 2 electric boogaloo.
Somebody look. It was so funny. Somebody not funny because the child died, but somebody was like, "Oh my God, when the children started dying from the chicken pox, when you stop vaccinating them, you dumb shit." Like,
well, D, hold on here. According to my sister's cousin's baby daddy, you can get autism from
these on your forks. I'm giving you COVID on purpose, nigga.
Because if you sit there and get those shots, autism, you see,
autism. You do realize that autism is spectrum, and at least 40% of y'all niggas are running around autistic as hell right now, and y'all don't even know it.
According to certain billionaire who has too much money and too much time on his hands, he does not want his children to get infected with the woke mind virus caused by vaccinations. And we have proof of that. God damn it.
I want people to understand. I want people to understand that when he said that bullshit, I was just like this, like the woke mind virus. And he wasn't even smoking.
Hey, Chris, hold up. Put that picture. Hold up, Chris. Put the up. Put the picture back up. This is how you cure yourself of the woke mind virus.
Hey.
I like these steps. These are steps into for having a better life. So, hey, Chris. Let them drink ayahuasca. Hold on. I got a better one, y'all. No, I think the baby milk should cost $70. I like how niggas. I like how they took the price of titty milk and said, the price of the brick went up. I stopped having kids.
Turning to Marlo Stansfield off rip.
Stop having kids at the right time. Good Lord, bro.
And you wonder why Gotham is just flooded with crime.
Really is.
You know what? They just throwing babies. They throwing babies in the river. There's a Joker on the TV. Black Mask has not been caught yet.
You know what got me? It was the fact that they walked past another couple with a child and they're like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's a Merry Christmas. Yeet.
That smile is that is some Homelander ass smile.
They tossed Oswald during Christmas time.
Yeah, well, that's what you do on Christmas. You know, you share carefree life. You just eat it. You gotta eat a kid.
That is that is
Toby.
That is the most diabolical behavior.
Sir, that is rich white people shit. All right.
Rich white diabolical behavior.
Exactly. You gotta just specify that. Rich black diabolical behavior is I beat you with a bat because that teaches you to pull yourself out of bootstraps. See?
No, Chris. No, Chris, doing that during Black History Month.
Aha.
No, guys, you got it wrong. They beat them because they remind them of the man that left them.
Yes. Tragic.
Very tragic. Very tragic.
Or the very worst case, I beat you because I have no self-esteem. So I ain't a faggot, nigga. Pop, 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 pop.
Black toxic masculinity. Gotta keep smiling to get through the pain.
Black man. What's up? Somebody stands up. Fuck therapy.
So, gentlemen,
that's Oswald.
Would you like to?
Oswald needed to go to therapy.
One of the things that I would like to point out was that this movie had 7 themes going for itself.
Jesus,
7.
I can't tell.
Oh, you couldn't. Okay, I can tell you. Power and politics, sexuality and misogyny, commercialism and loneliness, and my personal favorite, duality.
Well, it's duality. Oswald thought that he can, money his way to what? You know what, Oswald? If you really think about it, it is an allegory, a little bit of racism. That even if you ascend yourself into a certain spot, people still aren't going to respect you.
It was actually that shot right there when he told Shrek. By the way, it says as it says here, Batman's issues with the Penguin are personal rather than moral. Batman is quietly proud of being a freak or unique, and he resents Penguin for displaying his freakishness. Putting that shit all out on display. Yeah. Shrek, by the way, represents Wayne's public persona if it was driven by greed, vanity, and self-interest. A populist industrialist who wins favor with cheap presents being tossed into a crowd.
Yeah.
And as for the case of Selena, Selena is she's the warped, reflected version of Batman, where she's driven by trauma, much like Wayne, and is conflicted about her principles and desires, unlike Batman, who seeks justice. However, she seeks revenge. And even though she agrees with Batman's appeal that they are the same, split right down the center, as quoted by Batman, they still differ too much to be together. And also with Batman and Penguin, they are both rich kids that lost their parents at an early age.
Yeah.
Duality, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it is. It's definitely a lot. I mean, it's a lot of it's egos too. It's a lot of egos as well.
Is.
It's tons of egos and stuff. Because I mean, even the arc of Penguin of wanting to be loved by people and then finding out, his heritage and stuff. Obviously, he comes from a high class society and stuff. But like even with his clothes and stuff, he kind of wants that whole high society vibe and stuff. Because that's funny enough, the Penguin show that just wrapped up for his first season, it echoes that kind of same sentiment of Oswald being like he wants to be the top guy. He wants to be the guy.
Even in Gotham, remember in Gotham, he was a snitch. He wasn't high on the totem pole at all. But he slowly was eroding. If I'm mistaken, he was eroding a lot of the crime syndicates that were going on in Gotham at the time because he was that dude that was in between, and he could fucking do that.
Yep.
Penguin has always had a outcast type of story compared to everybody else, and I think that's the reason why I like Penguin when he's already developed. I don't like not to say that you're not interested in going through your origin story or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But to me, I like Penguin when he's already fully financed, already got like, oh, what you gonna do? You gonna break my arm, Batman? All right, chill. They're over there, nigga. I'm sorry.
No, but
like,
going to
I like Penguin when he's already established as a boss.
But that's the crazy part because it's like going to what Sue was saying earlier at the beginning of this episode, like talking about like the development of the characters and stuff. You think about Tim Burton kind of helped in a way Bruce Timm evolving Penguin even more, because if you think about the fact that Penguin was always the gimmicky, he has a gimmick with the fucking umbrellas and like Bruce Timm was like, all right, if you remember like the first season of Batman animated series, it was just gimmicky Penguin with like two henchmen, and he has like his themed like gun, pink, umbrella and stuff, right? But then like when he evolved, but when he evolved it into like, he's just a mob guy now, like you said, D, fully financed and stuff, and he's gun running, or he might do this and that and stuff. That's really what elevated it even more, because like, okay, Burton gave a good sort of like, all right, Penguin wants to be part of society, so we'll give you that, but then we're also going to just say, okay, he's a mob boss kind of tier now. Perfect.
Somewhere between season 2 and 3, Penguin leveled up his game.
Oh, he leveled up looks and everything, just the pompous British cockney and all that stuff.
I think I know, like going off of the anime series, where that breaking point was when he decided to get when he decided to hook up with some super rich socialite, and he was going to turn his life around. Come to find out, she was just using him, and I'm like, bro, Penguin was really about to go legit, and you had to go and fuck it up by saying all this, making him regress back into being a villain again. Mm-hmm. And he, as he so eloquently said, as he was being carried away by the police, it is society to blame.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, Oswald. I actually agree with you. Second half is that no, you're actually you're a fucking murderer, dog. No, you don't need to be.
No, we don't do this.
But it's the same thing.
But I get it. But because sometimes, especially in the case of Cobblepot, in any of his characters, like I said, he always plays the outcast. So
and it's the same thing with other villains.
Yeah, like when you really see Penguin in him in particular, for this matter, is that he is always usually the victim of circumstance. Like if he is arrested, it ain't because the Batman stopped him. It's because, dog, no, you're a level 2 mob boss, dog. You're easy to shut down. Or you went to jail because XYZ, but that's the only thing you had to go on. You were like any other criminal. Yeah, he really doesn't have that type of. Put it this way. There's Cobblepot going to jail, and there's Sionis going to jail. If Sionis go to jail, that means Batman broke his whole shit. That means he beat the living crap out of Black Mass to get him in jail.
Hey guys,
Penguin, all Batman did was kick you in the face. We already know. Look.
Kick you in the face. We already know, bro. Kick you in the face and snap the parasol in two.
Yeah. And then as he's looking at somebody. Penguins in their fucking damn chow hall, and they're like, it kind of hurts here, not here,
here so much, but right here.
Is there a mark on my face? Batman kicked me in the face, like right here. It hurts real bad.
I'm sorry.
I'm like Jesus, Penguin. What? Like how the hell you get a freaking Jordan 6 mark on your face?
Fucking do
it. The Nike swoosh symbol still there.
No. No, it's the Batman logo, and you see the Nike symbol behind it. And the one black dude, Damn, boss, you got that on your face. That nigga got a collab. I didn't know that shit. Man, nice.
Damn.
Let me find out Batman did a collab with Nike.
They got a Jordan 6 on his face.
My man got a fucking damn camera and he's filming himself kicking the shit out of guys in the alleyway to promote his fucking stream for Nike.
Now that's some capitalism shit right there.
Well,
Batman wouldn't be for it, but Bruce Wayne is
Bruce Wayne will do it.
Bruce Wayne says, I gotta cover my tracks, man. I gotta act like I know the Batman now.
I'm an influencer. Batman's wearing my Nike bat shoe.
God, even Batman's wearing my Nike shoes. You see that, guys?
And you too can buy it.
In trouble. Bruce is putting way too. No. Look. Second the Justice League see that commercial. All the Justice League quiet. Here's Superman. No, not Superman. It'll be Flash. You get too close. You get too close, Bruce. You fucking with fire. Anyway, go ahead, Harris. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, this was interesting because we're talking about commercialism and shit. So the producers saw Batman Returns as a denouncement of Batman's real-world cultural popularity and merchandising, especially in the wake of the previous film, and noted that a scene of a store filled with Batman merchandise being destroyed was removed from the film.
What?
Yeah. And I know what part, and I can bet you any amount of money what part it was. The part where the Red Triangle gang was running amok, not in the beginning of the movie, but midway when Homeboy pulled out the rocket launcher and started shooting it. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you one of them was like an actual store that had nothing but Batman stuff in it that got blown up. But they cut it out of the movie.
Hey y'all, Cherry Coke says that was all Peters on that one. Uh-huh. I guarantee you that sound like Peters himself. Whoa. So what are we trying to tell the audience here, guys?
So Pro Mooney wrote that like Batman Returns is saturated with Christmas energy. It rejects the season's conventional norms and becomes an anti-Christmas film. However, critiquing its over-commercialism and lack of true goodwill, Shrek cynically exploits Christmas tropes for his own ends, falsely portraying himself as a selfless and benevolent. And the perversions of the Penguin's Red Triangle gang are more of an overt rejection of the holiday. The film also focuses on loneliness and isolation during Christmas time, which is definitely a thing. Wayne is introduced sitting at home in this vast mansion, inert until the bat signal shines in the sky. He makes very iconic. He makes a connection with Selena Kyle, but they share what they share cannot overcome their differences, and he ends the film as he began it, alone. Critic Todd McCarthy identified isolation as a theme common to much of Burton's work, which is empathized in the three main characters. They're all alone.
Yeah. I mean that's the biggest thing that the theme has is like. Actually, it's the reason why both of them still connect in the comics to this day. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And the other thing that I also found interesting was Rebecca Rofi and Daniel Cooper wrote that Batman Returns was not anti-Semitic, but had anti-Semitic imagery. The Penguin, follow me. The Penguin believed embodied Jewish stereotypes such as hook nose, pale face, and lust for hearing, and was unathletic and unseemingly unthreatening until who, in fact, wants to murder every firstborn child of the Gentile community.
I didn't think about this.
The character joins forces with Shrek, who has a Jewish sounding name, to disrupt and taint Christmas and Christian traditions.
Free Palestine.
Eris,
shut up.
I was going to Eris. I was going to play it, and then I realized who it was, and I was like, no, I ain't fucking with you, Warner Brothers. I'm not fucking with you. So let's do it now. The second he said, like, what is this? I have made a list of all the firstborn children in Gotham, and we are going to take it all out. And he did all that, right? The second he passed out that last list, you know what I saw in my head? Yo, boy. Too Jewish.
The Harvey Corbin.
I saw Harvey Corbin, too Jewish. That's the first thing I said. Like, yo,
for free Palestine, free Palestine.
I need you to stop, Chris. I need you to stop. Stop it right now.
Death to Israel. Death to Israel.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What?
The fact that
Benjamin Netanyahu's rides dick. Benjamin Netanyahu rides dick.
Like, guys, the fact that the beginning of, like, from the beginning of this movie to the end, you see that Oswald has a full enemies list on some Drake shit. You know what I'm saying? This man is in the Hall of Public Records writing down names. So, like, under the guy,
Eminem stand,
under the guise of, I'm trying to find that, like, I'm trying to trace, you know, my my family history, my birth, and yada yada yada. Sir, you are in the Hall of Public Records looking up firstborn children in Gotham. And you are making your enemies list.
I think it's so crazy because you know what? We're gonna be all over the place, but I would say this: when you say that, I love that scene of Batman just cruising around Gotham,
yes,
which was dope because that you never really, because again, first movie when we see the Batmobile in action, it's an action, right? But to see Batman just driving and cruising through Gotham, and he stops and sees Penguin in there writing down the list because he doesn't know what Penguin's doing. Because at this point, Penguin is in full Mayor Penguin.
He wasn't even in Mayor.
Was
Penguin
it? Was it? Well,
this was before.
Well, this is after he put himself out in public, but he wasn't running.
It was after he put himself out in public.
Yeah, so it was kind of like in a cool way where Batman's like, I'm keeping my eye on you, kind of vibe and stuff, which I actually loved because it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense because Batman is kind of like, I don't know about this guy.
Oh, he was suspect in a sense, a Penguin from jump because
something's up. Like
because when he first saw him surface, which let's be real, when you see one
that
of
was
the
most choreographed ass fucking still fucking babies shit ever.
By the way, you know that clown that came in doing all the backflips and snatching the mayor's baby away. Mm-hmm. You know who that was?
Who?
That was Saru from Star Trek Discovery.
Oh yes,
I took a picture of him at Comic-Con. I looked it up. When I looked up, I was like, "Oh my god, that is him!"
Yeah, man. Look, I thought that was that whole scene is just funny. It's like the most choreographed ass. I steal your baby, woo,
bro. It was this much effort where they just said, "Let's wait for the mayor to have a public event." Apparently, they knew that his family was going to be there, the baby was going to be there, and they already had that. They had the clown primed and ready to come in, backflipping several times, snatch it away, hop into a sewer, and be like, "Oh no, dude, that was the greatest acting. That was the greatest acting I've ever heard."
Wait, where was the security to stop that dude from coming in from out of nowhere? Flip. Ooh, I flip as I will and I flip as I might. Give me that baby. I'm going down that pipe.
No. How 90s of him to say, I'm not one for speeches, so I'll just say, and it's
that's the most unnecessary ass backflip I've ever seen in my life.
I like how he perfectly backflipped going straight down the tube. Not
he one-handed it, by the way. He one-handed he one-handed it with the baby, but prior to that, the first two flips after he said that speech, my man is flipping with a Cabbage Patch doll.
Hey, RIP any stunt double when they had to do that fucking stunt. That fucking thing. Somebody got their head cracked on that fucking You know somebody's fucking head got fucking split. It was just bleeding and fucking seizuring on the fucking ground. You know somebody got it.
I don't believe that.
The sound.
I'm really more inclined to believe that was just a cut. Because if you notice, you saw the flip like off the stage.
Oh, they jump cut that.
And then jump cut to him just doing a smooth flip over one-handed and drop.
That had to come from somebody fucking up the stunt. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna split this into a cut because this ain't working.
But yes, that was
man. But the best part about it was, in D's opinion, Fox. How you doing, Fox, by the way? Happy New Year to you, nigga. And all the blessings to you and shit, nigga. But no, here's a better question, nigga. They had a second time they did this shit, and you would think, after getting egged on by the fat man, there will be more security there. No, you didn't have no security.
No, the baby getting snatched was the second time. The first time was the comically oversized Christmas present exploding with the Red Triangle Circus gang coming in.
Eris,
up the Christmas tree.
Eris, I need you to do it for me. Say the line, sir. Go ahead and say the line.
Santa Claus, afraid not. I'm just some poor schmo. Got lucky.
Acting.
But look, got lucky. It's like
got
Christopher. Lucky. I like how Christopher Walken is actually a really good actor, but at the same time, magically looks like he doesn't read a second of the script. I don't know how he does.
Sir, him and Nick Cage are two peas in a pod there, buddy.
No, speaking of which, no, hang on. It's the fact that Selena forgot to give him his damn speech. And he goes, I lost my speech. Remind me to take it out on what's her name later.
Misogyny.
Yeah. Look at this dude. Look at it. Is it the pinstripes? Is it the dystopian nuclear power plant behind him? I don't know. But I know for a fact that nigga wasn't created by DC Comics. That's all I'm saying.
I will say, if you look at the pose, notice somebody of someone who ran away to Romania to live like a
as you do, Romania.
No, ran away to Romania to live like a rich fucking pimp. Adopted that pose, by the way.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
A particular sex trafficker embodied this pose.
Shout out, y'all, to Isotoner gloves.
Isotoner gloves.
If the glove don't fit,
you must have quit.
Johnny Cochran is a genius.
I was going to say, if the glove don't fit, get another one, because we at Isotoner have the right size for you.
No. Lifetime replacements.
My man, Johnny.
If you lose a glove, if you lose a glove, just call us up and we'll replace the whole set free of charge.
My man.
You're probably asking yourself, what if it gets too soiled from doing a lot of dirty work? You're probably asking yourself, can I just throw them away? Our suggestion is that you do.
My man, Johnny Cochran said that if the blood don't fit, it must have quit. It's a wrap.
So, gentlemen, there was a part, and I wish I had grabbed the images myself, but I figured you might have grabbed them, D. But it's cool. I'm going to describe the scene to you. The scene where Selena first appears in the movie, where she's pouring the coffee, being the secretary or assistant, whichever mood she's in, right? And when everybody, including the mayor, is trying to tell Shrek, hey Shrek, I don't think this is a good idea of what you're trying to do. No, this whole thing with the power plant, it really ain't a good thing. Like, what, where are you really going with this? And Shrek goes into a whole speech about what this power plant would mean to Gotham City, especially with him, financing it and pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
You get Selena going, I have a suggestion.
Oh, a woman speaking?
No. I'm sorry, Chris, let me do it. Everybody turned and said, I'm sorry, the coffee maker talks?
This is little brave babe little toaster now. The shit fucking talks now.
I'm sorry, sweetie. It's your period talking. Men are in here.
My man said, apparently we have not housebroken Miss Kyle. On the upside, she does make one hell of a cup of coffee.
Now I know what you're saying, women out there. How did she take? It's called 1991. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Make more of that call. Now make more of Eris. Now make more coffee. God
make my goddamn coffee,
sir.
Black, no sugar.
Listen.
Bunch of fucking savages.
I don't want black and white to mix. You hear me?
The dialogue, like in this movie, which goes into my other theme, sexuality and misogyny. Batman Returns has overtly sexual elements. Critic Tom Braden described Catwoman's vinyl catsuit as pure BDSM, including the whip that she wields as a weapon. The dialogue is replete with double entendres, particularly by Penguin and Catwoman. In her fights with Batman, she sensuously licks his face. Selina / Catwoman is marginalized by the center male characters. However, Shrek pushes her out of a window. The Penguin tries to kill her when she spurs his advances, and Batman attempts to capture her. Okay. She fashions a cap suit to regain order, sanity, and power, but it is gradually damaged over the course of the film, and her sanity decays with it. Okay. Catwoman's final choice is to reject Batman's offer of a happy ending by abandoning her revenge against Shrek. To surrender herself to Batman's will would allow another man to control her.
Okay, here's the
fair statement, I think.
Okay, here's the thing. Out of a lot of Batman characters, it's weird how DC at one point, because bear in mind, okay, Selina Kyle as a character, she had two origins. On one hand, again, as I said earlier, sex worker that ended up being sort of like a savior of other sex workers who got out of the
sex. You know, a lot of people don't like that one.
I actually like it.
No, I'm talking about the ones that you think will be for, the people that love to put out, like, we support sex workers and all that. They think that's exploitative with the comics.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of it's just weird. You can't, Chris, it goes into my thing though. I was trying to get on you. You can't have this and have that. You can't have both of those at the same time. You can't say, oh, this is feminism, and then get mad when there's reality to her life, which is sex work.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do such a thing? She's supposed to stand for this and stand for that. And you're missing the big picture of what type of character she is. Yes, she was the office wench. It's weird to me how people like kind of ride that line with her. Yeah. But then it reminded me of you remember when the famous Killing Joke cover they put out years later? Yeah. With everybody, oh man, why would they do that to Batgirl? She can fight. This ain't the paralyzed one. What are you talking about?
Yes. But even then, though,
that's a famous, like, shut up, stop, shut up. The other thing with both ways.
The other part with Catwoman is she had another origin story where she was just an orphan woman who took up stealing, and she put herself in that spotlight of being a socialite in order to steal more stuff. And it's like, all right, that's an interesting angle. And then DC took this Tim Burton angle and tried to infuse Selina with this sort of magic, I have 9 lives kind of shit.
Let me stop you there, Chris. See, the funny thing about that, Tim Burton said it himself, that was never meant to be taken seriously.
I knew it.
But DC did that shit. But DC did that shit at one point before they walked that shit
and
back.
Tim Burton are two different things, sir.
No. I'm not faulting Tim Burton. What I'm saying is, I was just saying that DC actually said, we'll dabble in what Tim Burton did with Selina with the 9 live shit. And then DC was like, yeah, we're going to walk this back. This is a lot of work to try to infuse magic in Selina Kyle and all that shit.
I mean, Chris, come on now. Let's think about this, because they did try to do it in two ways. With this movie, having Alley Cats gnawing on Selina's finger to revive her on some fucking defibrillator shit. But then you get the 2007 version where a cat literally breathed essence into
again that brief sexiness into it.
Hold on, Chris. Do you want to hear what one of my friends said?
What?
Shout out, how you doing, my nigga Bird? How you doing, nigga? Nah, D. Those are meta cats. Those are meta-human cats. And they breathe. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. He said, you want the truth, D? Or you want the truth? I'm trying to tell you what.
That is the most DC ass shit ever.
He said, those are meta cats. I know they ain't, nigga. He's like, I don't know why. He was retarded. This is the most retarded thing.
We're saying, people might sit there and disagree with us, but nah. I need you to look up the origin of Hawkman and have fun on that fucking ride.
Ooh. You want to talk about some white guy in the middle of America? Your ancestor was a great Egyptian alien.
Get the fuck out of my face.
I already feel some type of way with Aldous Hodge playing Hawkman because Hawkman.
First off, that really was Hawkman. That was Hawkman Wakanda edition, sir. You put some respect on it.
Okay, what's the next thing, Eris? What's the next thing?
So, next thing.
Gnawing cats, pussy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Gnawing pussy. Shut up, Chris.
Going like that part where the cats actually brought it back, which by the way, prior to her being revived by cats, I have to say, you kind of see this shit coming where the number one, Shrek was going to handle her. You know what I'm saying? And it was already bad enough that you made me fuck up my speech. You made me lose my speech. It made me look stupid in front of all these people by forcing me to just wing it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but hold up. But then I come to find out that you done got into my property, the encrypted files. How did you get into them? Just breaking protocol, breaking security. Huh? You get into private files. Like how she just got real chatty about it, and then it just got quiet. You're like, yeah, you're gonna be no. First, I asked the question of how'd you even get into it to begin with, and you're gonna sit here and try to be cute, giant eyeglasses secretary. Tell me, well, I kind of figured that the password to your files was Geraldo, your dog that you have stuffed on your mantle there, and I was right. And
Why you bring my dead dog into it, bitch?
Why'd you use the dead dog as a password? Why do you have said dog as a password?
No. First off, building hours are closed. Second of all, you digging in what files?
First of all, I'm getting
hands off that shit. You digging in what?
First of all, I came back here to get the files for you to try to convince Bruce Wayne in your meeting tomorrow morning to have this nigga on your side to build your freaking power plant, which I come to find out that you are not just using it to to bring more energy to Gotham City. Oh no, nigga, you think you Rufus Shinra and you're gonna try to sap all of the energy and electricity out of Gotham City and stockpile it for yourself.
He's also gonna probably DLC the shit out of electricity.
That's what I'm saying.
DLC.
That's what I'm saying. On some Rufus Shinra shit.
Netflix.
Gotham City is dying.
Gotham City's gonna be on a Netflix fucking power plan and shit. Fucking $19.99 a month. I hate that Netflix has us by the balls. They raise the price and we're all like, "This is some fucking bullshit." And then they put something on it, and it's like,
no, Chris, and you don't get the official Geico Plus Max Deluxe Edition. For an additional $25.
Geico Max Complete Plus Alpha.
Apology edition. Apology edition.
Infinity and Beyond.
Hey, look, Infinity and Beyond is free. At least that's free.
Got a ton of ads though.
They don't charge you for that shit.
No, but you're right though. Again, this dude fucking Max Shrek is a fucking Captain Planet villain. It's like, so it's still electricity. Gotcha.
I like how your boy was like, well, I guess we got to give it to Yeet. Give it to what? Yeet.
Thank you, Ryan. HD remix.
HD remix.
That dude.
That is the face he made. Right,
that's a stunt double.
Is
That's actually Christopher Walken. I thought that was a
stunt
double.
That is not a stunt double. That is Christopher Walken, like mugging.
I think what was funny.
Shout out for them putting his son. Was that really Christopher Walken's son?
No,
that was just a good
no, it wasn't.
No, that was Mr.
Just some guy that was
Zangief.
That was in fact Zangief.
That was Zangief. Quick, change the channel.
Awesome. So, Dad, the people waiting outside, Dad.
Hey, look, did y'all love Max Shrek's face? Hey, did you love Max when Selena came in, new and improved, sexy Selena Cat came into the office and he was like, very confident, and Max was like, I killed you.
Bro, the Selena had all the sexual liberation without any of the sex.
Yeah, you know what? I call that efficient.
Very efficient.
Hey, look, he was like this. I don't understand. I killed you. Threw out the window. I mean, you're 30% more. Hold on. And you're 30% more fuckable. How'd you do it?
No. No.
Need your secrets.
Gentlemen. Think about this, okay? Imagine, if you will, you're given a choice of Assistant Secretary Selena, who already looks cute, versus full sexual confidence Selena. I'm a fresh bandage and gauze around her wrist and everything.
It's kind of crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Which one?
Look. I know we just got off of stinking white people though, but she probably ain't washed in a couple of days. It's probably juicy down there.
I have to say, number one, like I said, that Super Saiyan transformation. That Super Saiyan transformation that she went through.
Super Saiyan transformation.
When she got up after being defibrillated by cats to get home, you go home, and all it took was for you listening to a freaking recorded message. Basically a cold call from Max Shrek's department store telling you, hey, why don't you get this that Gotham City perfume?
Look.
She freaked the hell out.
To me, that was one of those scenes where if I know some girl out there, if you did, shout out to you because that's the perfect scene to me. That was her shouting no at the patriarchy.
Oh, yes.
I won't be your doll to doll up. My girl sitting down there.
That's inspiration.
Concussion.
In the Yamcha.
Nah, reverse Yamcha pose.
Reverse Yamcha pose.
That's the Family Guy. Like that's all. The Family Guy with the arm behind your back. Like
no, see, it's not. No, she's not twisted enough to be Family Guy.
I wish they did that. I wish that was.
That would have been hilarious.
Because first of all, in order for her to be like full Family Guy pose, her left leg has to be where the striped toe, like where the striped tail cat is, right up to where her head is,
and the foot got to be faced a different direction too.
I think it's funny that the little tarmacs and stuff that you would think would break her fall did not break her fall. You mean
them awnings that she fell through?
Awnings, and that loud fucking Gwen Stacy thud that hits the ground. It's like, well,
you wrong as shit for that. What? You wrong as shit for the Gwen. No, you named it Gwen Stacy thud.
Hey, D knows when me and him watching Amazing Spider-Man 2 in that fucking head, me and D were like,
it was just a slight dunk. That's all it was.
D was just like, oh my God, they did it. And I was like, they did. God damn.
They fucking did it.
No. See, for me, it's how it was shot. It's like, Did she snap her neck or did her head hit the pavement?
That's what made it cinema, Eric.
It's like you gave me both. Because that webbing yoinked that body up real quick.
Eric, you're like me. We are both fans of the John Carpenter movie, The Thing. We are both fans of that thing. And one of the things we liked about it is the open ending. Not because it didn't give us one, but because we can guess from what we've seen in the movie. And what we got was 40
years from now. Still be guessing.
And you know what we're sitting here? Was it her back that snapped, or was it the back of that skull kissing all of that concrete that said that had God going up? Like what? Like what was it? Was it a whiplash? Hold on. Was it something terrible? Like she didn't like because she snapped something in her body, she ended up suffocating. Is it like that? You know what I'm saying? There are multiple ways when you look at this. I mean, this is what I like about it.
If we're talking about
you can do a whole episode of 9
John
Million
Madden.
No, you can do a whole episode of 9 Million Ways to Die off of that part alone.
You know what's crazy?
Hey, Chris, give us headphones, give me a half an hour, and give me a button-up t-shirt. I will act like Madden. All right, this is where we see her fall down right here. Now, I want you to notice where we're sitting up right here. Now, I'm going to draw right here. This is where the snap happened at. Now, the pounds of pressure that pulls...
I mean, look.
Thank you. The dry ink. There's a bunny rabbit. There's a bunny rabbit you made for some reason.
I appreciated them like using Selena's like the 9 lives and stuff when you see her like get harmed and stuff, whether she gets pushed off the roof by Penguin, or like when Batman. What was it? So I know you got Max Shrek shooting her 3-4 times.
That was in the end.
No, I'm counting now just to get it out.
Yeah, that was in the end, but the first one,
her falling into that garden, that glass.
Yeah, that was her falling into the garden. That was Batman. That was Batman.
Okay, Batman on that one. Penguin did one too, didn't he?
No, the only thing that Penguin did was he literally tied the friggin' parasol around her neck and let that shit go and said goodbye, my little unintended. Go to heaven.
Yeah, that's the one she fell down and
when she finally got it off, so she fell through that freaking greenhouse.
Yeah.
The one before that was when she got knocked off by Batman and fell into the back of a freaking kitty litter truck.
I didn't think that would count, considering that was just a soft landing.
It counted because she didn't land on her feet. Also, when she fell into the kitty, she's like, saved by kitty litter. Here's me. Boo! Boo!
No, you notice that she laughed herself. Notice that she laughed at that herself. Like, that's corny.
I'm hilarious.
You know who said that, right? You know who said it. Here's Peters. Make it kitty litter. Why? Why, John?
John,
why?
Stop. Did you not hear when I said he got busted down to executive producer and was banned from going to the set? He didn't see shit.
Eris, I understand that.
This nigga still got a motherfucking giant ass spider to be in several movies.
Yeah, he did.
John will show up.
Actually, you know what? I will believe that John wasn't in this because there are some decisions in there. It was like this. I know he wasn't on set, but that was him.
I don't know how. Burton had full control of the movie. He wanted to make
errors.
He made sure that John had no part of this.
True. The only reason why I say that is because that even in the best intended movies that are 100% control, a producer is still going to produce. Because why? Because they have no talent. That's why. Shut up.
Garfield joke.
Shut up. I am banning you. I swear to God. Hey, Super Smash.
Hey, it's 90s Garfield joke.
Super Smash about to hold a 600. He's about to hold a 600.
Teams. Fucking up my whole camera anyway.
No, but all, like there was the okay. You had the gunshots. Her falling into the truck. Because remember, after she licked Batman's face, she said, this is the second time that you killed me, but I still got more lives left. I'm like, oh, so we're really going with this. Cool.
Oh, so we're doing themes.
I mean,
I like the wave of the gun when he shoots it.
I mean, up close and personal too.
Hey guys, I like how we question and try to really find a good answer for Selena Kyle and her origin story. So we can do the same for Cobblepot. Who raised that motherfucker?
Penguins. You see.
No, I got a better question. No. Got a better question. No. Better question. Fuck the how, D. Here's the better question. Basket had a full ass belt around it. How did the penguins get it off?
It's called mutant penguins. You see?
No.
But Chris.
No. How does a penguin get a belt like that off?
And that's where the Red Triangle gang kicks in.
The Red Triangle gang was a circus act outside of town, my dude.
But Cobblepot owns them.
Yeah, later on in life.
Yeah, it was later on
Chris,
in life, bro.
Chris, I got a question. Who educated this little nigga?
It's called.
How does he know English?
DDD. At the end of the day, he's white. Okay.
Hold on.
That
he
doesn't mean
knows
shit.
how to write. He knows how to write eloquently. He sat down and wrote lists. How does he even know? Who taught him how to write? Hold on. Who taught him how to write when he has a full fin, a finger, and a thumb? Who taught him how to write?
It's called GED. Okay. GED.
Did that even exist back then?
Yes, it did.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.
So,
I mean, stop to think about it.
You're still alive.
No, I really had to ask that question.
I'm done. I don't know. Look, I asked
I asked that question.
Got a dumb answer.
I asked the question because you see the freaking basket float its way down, makes it to the freaking bank where the penguins were, and I'm like,
because then you're gonna
with their opposable thumbs.
Yeah, right.
Unhook the belt.
Apparently, the penguins got fucking auto mail.
Hold on, though. I mean, if we're gonna go this far, then we have to ask, Penguin. So, when did you get your electrical engineering degree in order to make that giant robo penguin that you drive in? And stuff.
First of all, that is a giant.
That's a good.
That is no. First of all, that is a rubber duck, and I am willing to bet you dollars to donuts that was something that was taken from the circus.
I agree with that. That looked like something that they would have found like a bandit and they refitted it into a boat.
Because remember, the cops shut down that whole circus act once they realized that children went missing.
There's a lot. Look, let's put it this way. I just wanted to ask the question because it bothered me just a little bit. Even as a kid.
Did it bother you as much as go ahead.
No. Would it bother me as much as
Batman roasting the guy like a rotisserie chicken?
Thank you, man, chocolate. Yeah, and that was the thing. He was pretty much raised by the circus freaks in the Red Triangle gang.
I assumed anyway. You know what I mean?
He roasted a bad guy. Like just
yeah, he did.
I like how Batman not only whipped that big ass car around, but then
So we could say that the body count in this movie is 3.
Nigga, you put a bomb on my man and fucking.
No, the fact that it's a straight punch while shoving the bomb.
Dude, did you like how he whipped his hip? That's my face when I come.
When I'm banging it out and I glance at I take a glance in the mirror.
Stares and I am the night.
D on some cinema style shit. Dick Man and Throb in the remake.
No. Do that joke with Kamala Harris. Do not come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I pause because now y'all seen a variation of that picture. It happens probably a second before that. So I was trying to capture as much as because the whole face he made was that whole grunting looking face. So I had to find a perfect shot. You know what I like the most? That I can see the mascara around his eyes.
Yeah,
that makes it so perfect.
I actually like this image more than the common one.
When you hit it from the back and she looks at you in amazement.
You know what, internet? You're welcome. We started a new meme, and all it took was one frame. One frame.
When that CEO got shot.
Hey, yo!
The CEO got shot. A vengeance. I love it.
I'm Batman.
I hate this podcast so much. Why are you doing the Schumacher version? Ew.
It fits.
I don't know why. It's just.
Hey, that shit is fire though.
I'm with going back to the pick with D. I'm with
chin for me, man.
When you said how the hell did the pick work right so good? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, that cursive, chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Y'all know that clip of Gunna where he writes and everything's on fire.
Yeah,
bro.
That's what I was going to put in comparison.
Bro. The fact that he's writing with a full feathered pen.
Hey, look, man. Never
man of elegance. I gotta give him that.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Shut up. Penguin does not deserve that.
Hey, he got that fucking damn pen, don't he? Oh man, listen, that is the face right there. Hey, look.
No.
If there's ever a picture to compare consent and no consent, it's those two.
No. Those two pictures, both of them have with demon time activate.
One's creepy demon time and one is classy creepy time. Take your pick.
With demon mode is activate. Batman, demon time perk.
Blown.
When she see you in the club. When she see you 15 minutes later in the bathroom.
And wait, go back to the other picture. Dude.
I love the Morticia. I love the Morticia eyeshadow.
God damn it, why? Got the Morticia Adams joint.
Bro. That really, man.
The ears, the bat ears in this one is actually awesome. I will say that the bat ears of this costume is great.
I like how, and D was on Twitter when this happened. D, you remember when we got that unnecessary but still I can vibe with scene in the comic book of like Selena straddling Batman and shit with his like half his fucking time, and people were like, "Well, why are they doing that?" And I'm like, guys, Selena and Bruce, they get down. Like, this is norm. What are we doing here? Like,
somebody, the best part of that, Chris, was somebody asked that question. Somebody said, "You do realize they have fucked on that top of that roof at least
multiple
4
times."
She wants it up there. It ain't like Batman is just like, all right, Selena, whip it out. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. She the one that starts.
No, but they were but the funny thing is, some people were thinking like Selena's raping Bruce, and I'm like, I'm thinking Bruce enjoying this right now, so let's ease up on the raping here. Like
no. I already see it. This Michael Keaton, by the way. Michael Keaton. Batman.
I mean, that is a sexy scene right there.
Yeah, no, but check this out. Batman looking at Selena, and he says the following: "No, keep the whip. Let's do some things."
Sexual tension.
This is not a quote, but this happened. Punch, kick, punch. Grab by the neck. Bam! You're going to jail, Catwoman. So is you gonna fuck me or not, man? So look, it's like look, I'm a start. So
okay.
Now here, no.
Yeah, that's what.
How about this one?
Things I do for justice.
How about this one? How about this one, sir? More feminism. She gets kicked in the stomach, falls back. Oh, no, sorry. She got backhanded.
Yeah.
How could you? I'm a woman. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He gets kicked in the sternum.
I'm sorry. Yo, last I checked, Batman had unisex hands. So, like,
equal opportunity.
Yeah, you remember that Batman animated series where he was fighting that was it Red Tiger or whatever, the chick?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yo, I remember when Batman fucking laid her ass out. I was like, Batman punches women? Like, oh, okay, shit, damn.
I had somebody go, yo, what's going on? I was watching
Chris, the no look backhand.
I had somebody react so out of place. I was watching Flashpoint and they caught that jump where Earth 2 Batman was fighting on, where Thomas Wayne was fighting on Yo-Yo. That version of Harley.
Yeah,
the part that had him rolling was like he grabbed her, slam. They was like, yo, what the hell are you watching? He like, it's on the tip of my tongue, Batman. I'm gonna ask you again. Grab him by the face, take out that bat knife. Harvey Dent, clink, was killed. She's like, yo, nigga, you about to kill me. And then he tosses her. They're like, yo, what is you watching, bro? I'm like, how Batman does it. E for everyone. Like, what do you think?
Hands. I run them.
Batman, I'm like, but Batman, I'm a woman. The second you broke a crime, you became a criminal. And these criminals have to go down.
Dude, yeah, no.
Hey, look, she's not
for the next back.
To make it up for you. The criminal, the girl run away, right? They always run away. He flies over, he glides over
No. We need to use this clip. We gotta find that clip of the first person, the POV of Batman beating the shit out of somebody. He says, I was willing to let you go, but then you stepped on my boots. And the double foot stomp.
Those dudes killed me with the double foot stomp. Because you see all the heel come down. Killing me with that.
I love that clip because it's funny when he's doing. It's funny when he's doing it as Batman, but when he does it as Bruce Wayne, I'm like, dude, you need to do that one more often.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Selena, you're not going to hit me.
What's that, Nick?
Hey, look. Also, That's actually Shiva when she's Bruce. To be fair.
Oh my God! I am still mad that Tom King had me ride on that book for a minute just so Selena could leave this nigga Bruce at the altar. Yeah, that didn't break my heart. Fuck you for that.
Yeah,
like that didn't break my heart. That no. I just didn't get invested in this.
I did appreciate how we got the.
I appreciate it a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, yo, Tom. Does my boy have to be up there? My dead parents, and now the woman that left me. Like, do I have to have him like this, man?
Look, did y'all?
D, because this did happen. There's a little episode of Batman Beyond where Bruce says to Terry, "Let me tell you about a woman named Selena."
Yeah, because Bruce, when he's not dealing with underage young women, he got Selena right there.
No.
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth.
No, that
was Batgirl to Bruce.
That was the sound. That right there in Batman Beyond was the sound of a man who possibly watched her go.
D knows I'm talking about. I was like, that was Batgirl.
No. Hey, Chris. No,
I know what you're talking about.
First, that's a man that saw the Joker shoot his loved one in the head. That's what that sounds like to me. Shot her right in the back of the head, and he said, "Well, I guess this pussy was for the streets."
Future as Joker would be funny as hell.
Future's no, don't do that.
Kind of
like Mad Hatter though. Future's Mad Hatter.
No, kind of like how Shrek says, "Selena, let me ask you a question. What did curiosity do to the cat?"
I see what you're going there.
He asked me that question. I was like, this nigga is really about that action. He really about that life. He's about to murder this woman.
He's about to go full DC senator and kill a woman.
Oh, yes. Smoke and then smoke crack and get it, and then smoke crack and get it, and then smoke crack and get his job back.
Sounds like the American way to me. Don't stand in that man's way.
Did y'all just love how Max Shrek getting killed was on some like Marv from fucking Home Alone 2 shit?
Yes, absolutely.
That was just fucking hilarious. Crazy distressed Selena Kyle is.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. This Goku distress suit that she had going on, half the hair hanging out.
Kind of sexy.
No. I like how you call it Goku distress suit. For me, it's a no. Oh, God. Final boss. Final boss mode, Selena Kyle.
Tattered Ignis.
Where it's just tattered clothes. Her shit is wrecked. I'm like, Selena, why you got the mask on?
To be fair, though.
Y'all want to know the truth?
No. Why you got the mask on? Your hair is already sticking out. People know who you are.
Hey, Harris, this is what that is to me. That suit was this to me. Yeah, man, they just came out yesterday. It cost $16 to get that. Get out of my face. That's what that DLC sounds like to me.
I appreciate
that's a $16 deal.
I appreciate.
Get out of my face.
I will say this though. It's like even when she
Rocksteady lost last mine.
I don't know. Hot Toys may have done one already if they haven't already, but I would like if they didn't. It'd be nice to see like a Selena Kyle one where it's just her and tattered without the mask, like she is when she kisses Max Shrek. That would be dope to see.
The closest thing that we got to that was Arkham City, where her costume was pretty much ripped up.
Yeah.
From when her apartment exploded and she was in it. This is the closest that we got.
Yeah.
To this.
Probably, but I did kind of like that whole evolution. It's like distressed Selena Kyle. And then, like the end of the movie, it's implied, oh, she's alive because she's looking up.
Okay, so put the picture back up again of Selena looking at the bat signal. Not that one. The bat signal. Yeah, this. So get this, gentlemen. So because this movie was played in front of a test audience, and they loved, I'm talking about absolutely loved Michelle Pfeiffer's performance in this movie. She was supposed to die at that scene, like when she electrocuted Shrek.
Yeah.
With that electrical explosion, she was supposed to die in that with him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And get this, because audience loved her performance so much, freaking Warner Brothers said, "Guys, we have to do it." And this shot right here, for 10 measly seconds, cost them over $100,000 just for them to get a stand-in, because the movie had long been finished. Just for them to get a stand-in to wear the Catwoman suit and look at the bat signal, just to imply that Selena is still alive.
That looked like one of those scenes to me.
Because if you look,
they did that months later. You could tell even that she's smaller in the face, in the body, and everything.
Now look, notice.
And I got to be real. I never know cat ears until this scene. Also,
notice the suit. Notice the like the headpiece for the suit. Notice that it's not just the top half, and you can actually see her cheeks. Like you can't see, you can see her cheekbones and everything. Like you notice that the whole mask is like covered with stitches.
Yeah.
It's not even the original Catwoman suit. So just from seeing that shot, I was like, oh, so y'all legit got to stand in to like just to imply that she was still alive. That's cool.
And for me, I knew that wasn't her, and I knew that they added that in there because it looked so awkward to the actual shot.
And they did this 2 weeks before the movie was released.
I mean, if you think about it and stuff, could you imagine if like the Batman movies after this, Selena is kind of like a recurring sort of like support-esque character? Because in a weird way, she is kind of Bat Family-esque, even though she's not.
She's on again.
It's sort of a weird adjacent
way. It matters.
It matters. Yeah, I was gonna say it matters who's writing it, because she's always been the on again, off again criminal.
Oh, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, because for them to actually do that as like sequel bait, basically, and stuff, it would have been kind of interesting. Like, what does that look like for that character to be in like the next few movies, even if it is like supporting kind of thing,
So, since you mentioned sequels, following the reception of Batman Returns, Warner Brothers intended to continue the series without Burton. Burton considered which is funny. Now that you want to make the sequel, he actually wants to make a sequel to this sequel. Before you couldn't even get
that kind of happens.
Before the first movie, you couldn't even get him to do a sequel unless the story says otherwise. But now it says that he considered making the third film, but the studio encouraged him to make something else, and he realized that they did not want him to return for a sequel. The studio replaced Burton with Schumacher, who could make something more family and merchandise friendly. Although Burton and Keaton said that they were supportive of the new director, Keaton also left the series because the film just wasn't any good. Industry press suggested that Keaton had also asked for $15 million salary and a percentage of the profits, although his producing partner, Harry Comby, said that money was not the issue. Burton was an executive producer for the third film, Batman Forever, which had more of a mixed reception than Batman Returns, but was a financial success. The fourth and final film, Batman and Robin, was a financial and critical failure and is regarded as one of the worst blockbuster films ever made. And it stalled Batman film series for at least 8 years until Batman Begins.
Yeah. I mean, look. But then, if we're talking about...
Wait, what? Wow. Okay. Get this, Chris. By the mid-1990s, Burton and Waters were signed to direct a Catwoman-centered film starring Michelle Pfeiffer. And Waters' plot depicted Catwoman as an amnesiac after her injuries at the end of Batman Returns, who ends up in the Las Vegas Oasisburg and confronts publicly virtuous male superheroes who are secretly corrupt. Burton and Pfeiffer took on other projects in the interim and lost interest in the film. Warner Brothers eventually developed Catwoman in 2004, starring Halle Berry, which was critically panned and is considered one of the worst comic book films ever made.
Man, that would have been, yeah.
Imagine.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, I think that was also the thing of the 90s too, is that you get all these studios that have these wild ideas of what they want to sit there and do for possible sequels, and then it never transpires or goes in the direction that they want it to go. So it makes sense.
Development hell forever, and then people back out of the project.
I mean, look at fucking, was it Superman Lives? That whole fucking saga.
Yeah.
That, you know. But then on the other side of this, we talk about Selena's whole like beginning, middle, end. You got Penguin, who they go with the whole Mayor Penguin angle. You know, he's coming up on, you know, his whole story angle of him being Mayor Cobblepot is Max Schreck is the one that's bankrolling all these sort of scenarios to put Penguin in a good light. So like we were saying at the beginning with him saving the baby, you know, and all that stuff, and him finding out what his origins is because, you know, he's downtrodden and he wants to be like that whole thing, right? You're watching that whole evolution of stuff. And then it's also Batman recording the shit that he's been saying with Max Schreck and stuff. And it's like, wow, okay. Interesting, you know.
Speaking of recordings, let me tell you something, gentlemen.
About that.
I really, really wish that Sony had made this.
Oh, man, they did. That would, man, that would be some.
Nah,
you know how everybody goes on Bat credit card? Nobody goes on Bat CD player that you can scratch with.
That's at least feasible, but not the Bat credit card.
This is feasible. This I can believe. Come on, the man has military grade equipment.
And no. I think what everybody gets is this. Like we can understand. One of the favorite jokes of me, Chris always bring up. Oh we put the Cobra name on everything here at Cobra. we want to make sure that the Cobra brand is ahead of everything that we do as a brand. You're like, I can understand it. Bruce, what's the practicality of putting the Batman logo?
There's no practicality.
You see when the red triangle, like when the red triangle engineering game, by the way, that was some freaking technicians, some engineers, and bro, they were able to get into the Batmobile, reprogram it.
We got some fucking, this is some DC ass shit, because me and D joke about like how many cold villains do we have here?
Put a bomb
level. That is Pentagon level coders, young. Come on,
son. You got a whole engineering team that wired the whole thing up for not only remote control. Hey, look, listen. Penguin out here doing remote work before remote work was a thing. Ain't that something?
Had video set up on a car without Wi-Fi.
Bro, got a bunch of fucking
no broadband access. You got it to play in his car.
Got a bunch of fucking 18 credits away from getting my master's degree having ass gang and shit. Like
they were able to wire a bomb and remote control the car.
Errors. The bigger question is this. It ain't because they did all that stuff to the Batmobile. D's question is this. Which one of y'all niggas sat there and made a mini replica of the Batmobile for the Penguin to sit in? That's the part. I can give you everything else in this scene. I give you everything else in this scene.
I'll tell you.
But that.
No, I'll tell you who did it. Sega.
Shut up.
That is some Sega architecture. No,
Aaron,
I will not.
What's up, Nick?
I just want to understand something here.
Yo, Matrix blocking all of it.
I'm a sucker for like stupid visual fucking like gadgets. I love the remote with the whirring thing to give off the vibe that it does something super duper special. And you just
thank you, Chris. That's like the remote control with a lot of blinking buttons, and that's like, you remember You remember watching Independence Day and they saw the technology that the aliens had, and all this is this weird scrolling text.
Yeah.
That's to tell us that it's from another world. It's on that same level. It has to have the science world, or else it doesn't science.
Yeah,
gentlemen, how about this scene?
Because the dag room, you see.
How about the scene where they took the Ice Princess and kidnapped her by bat butting her with the batarang?
My man fucking yeeted that shit to her face.
That also being said, that was a toy, by the way. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah. That was.
That batarang was a toy. I had that one.
Lucky you. You must be rich.
No, I didn't, nigga. I think like some kid like left it on the playground and I stole it. I don't know how I did. I know I got it second.
As you do. As you do.
Smacked her with it. No, listen. Smacks her with it. And then later on, she gets brought all the way up to the top of a freaking building, gets scared off by freaking bats, falls to her death, and lands on the freaking switch to light the Christmas tree. You know what I said when I saw that? She got to light the Christmas tree, though.
Look.
Hey, Eric.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason.
The reason was
how about the
Batman and Catwoman.
As much as the I'm actually.
No, that's like Penguin and Catwoman are framing Batman.
I'm more for the and she point that down and the bats come out. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, that poor spokesman.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch?
She dances for the fucking Gotham City. She dances.
Hang on. No, here's the best part. This is the best part, gentlemen. The fact that Penguin and Oswald,
Cobblepot. Listen to me.
No, Cobb. Let me come here.
These are facts.
How exactly were you able to get bats and stuff them inside of an umbrella?
First off,
that seems to me the hardest part of all of that.
First off,
that seems like the hardest part of that whole
clearly
thing.
Has manimal powers. You see, he can control animals, and then he can put them inside there. He's the Penguin.
Hey Chris. What did he do? Did he just walk over to the motherfucking bats and the bats was like, all right, cool, and they just flew under there? No.
Open umbrella. Come on in.
So we just go inside there? Hey, come on, man.
Bro.
Hold on. And then the bats knew to stay in the vicinity of the Christmas tree. Many white women yelling, "They're in my hair!"
In fact, there was so many bats everywhere. It's like, bro, y'all are laying it on so thick that Batman, like with this whole framing Batman shit, because my favorite part was the fact that Batman literally watched as this woman plummets to her doom on some.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get.
Look. I like how.
That was Batman.
I like how bumbling Barney Fife, Jim Gordon is just like, look up there on the roof. It's Batman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is when D gets to say this. Jim Gordon, from that point until Batman and Robin,
does absolutely jack shit to stop any fucking thing in this Batman universe.
He's just in shock and all of Batman, and that's it.
This is the worst version of Jim Gordon that we will get in any version of Batman.
The fact that we see the woman plummet,
dude, that
right in front. It's not like she was far away. We get Wilhelm scream right in front of them.
Sir, a blue screen of her falling down. First off,
I know. She got the Hans. No, she got the Hans Gruber fall. Okay.
No, she got sir, it was you're doing it wrong, D. You got to go MK3.
Actually,
blood, kids.
Actually, I was going for your boy. I was going for your boy Geese. Whoa! That nigga Geese said, "Whoa!" First,
it's the pose at the end. It's like wave what jazz hands.
Why jazz hands?
Because that's what it is.
That's the way they look,
dude. Hey, folks! Back in the day of arcades,
right
AK4. Hey, did y'all guys remember how you get the demo screen and stuff, and it was always the deaths of like the computer punching the other computer into the pit? And it's like,
actually, no, it wasn't MK. No, that wasn't MK4. MK2 started this.
No, but I'm saying in terms of doing that because
that wasn't in MK2. I think that was in Trilogy. I think that was in Trilogy. Actually.
Yeah, Trilogy had the animation of that.
Yeah, because remember that came with the running screaming animation. Because we're cooler now. We're doing quick combos. I peeped that MK. Y'all getting cooked by Japanese people. I understand.
I'm mad they put that bullshit in fucking the MK Annihilation fucking movie. I was like, you really put the fucking sound effects on it.
It still doesn't beat your boy go. It still doesn't beat that man with that Christopher Lee voice going in Mortal Kombat. It don't beat that.
Okay.
Told you. Okay. Shut up. Both of you. All of you. Shut up.
Me. What do you fuck me for? I didn't even say it.
No, the movie, I was like, no, it was MK4. It was MK Trilogy.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
I'm telling everybody to shut up.
First, baby mama sat there and slept with blah, blah, blah. And then she... that Mayweather 50 Cent saga was fucking hilarious.
By the way, this needs...
I just love how...
No, that needs to be clipped, by the way.
What?
No, just the fact that I put that up in your reaction.
Oh.
What me for?
No. I'm just stuck. You could read a whole page of a Harry Potter book, nigga. I was like, stop, 50, Curtis.
Man down.
Stop it. That nigga said, if you can read a whole page of a Harry Potter book, I like how he gave him any page. It could be by J.K. Rowling. You can say that. You can give me a page, nigga. Oh, Lord, man.
It was the splat.
Hey, that splat on that fucking Christmas present was great, wasn't it? With her fucking damn hosiery leg poking out and shit. Because, that's what you do when you kill a beautiful woman. Your leg, beautiful white woman, you put her leg hanging out, to try to get some sort of sexiness out of it.
As if this...
Okay. Bitch, you said it.
As if this movie was...
I'm just saying, there's a trope there.
As if this movie was lacking any sexy.
I mean, death, but make it sexy. All right, I guess we got to have her leg hanging out,
Hey. Why the fuck? The best part of all that is that you see Batman again and you see the rig. Oh, I'm like, yo, where did the rig come from, bro? Bats, where did the rig come from there? And he just does this straight.
No. The full body turn and then leap.
Hey, you gotta sell them toys, kids. You too can become Batman.
The other leap in this movie that was hilarious was the one where Penguin knew he was fucked. He just leaped into the... It was like a fat Eminem that tried to jump off a stage and fail. That's what it looked like.
The fat guy that tries to fucking do a wave fucking dive and everybody's like, fuck this shit. Eris, imagine if you're weird. What's the name? What's the name? Gorgon the Destroyer. Garlax. Whatever her name. Snorlax.
Imagine if she had to do a quick run to the... Now it's time for D to do the fucked up trans joke. Imagine her trying to run real quick to the men's room, and she just trips and falls. That's the way it looked to me. That's the way it looked to me.
Chris Farley, Black Sheep.
Hold on. Hey, Aaron. The only reason why she went to the men's room, force of habit. Anyway.
Nah, the only reason you went to the men's room is mental health. Anyway,
first off, you need.
Oh yeah, because there's gonna be a straight girl going, get your nigga. You still got nuts. Go to the other bathroom.
Exactly. Because thanks to that little gremlin Neon, he did ask, "Hey, so did you go all the way? Did you cut it off?" God.
You're gonna tell me that you're gonna break my heart and tell me that beautiful SUV is that.
Listen, that escalade. Listen, D.
I'm sorry,
D. Listen, that RAV4 3rd gen edition had the nerve to sit there and say it's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Eris. You know that bitch is built like a Forerunner. Don't do that. Don't do that. She got a whole additional trunk on her ass.
That is Suburban. What are you talking about?
That is
built like a Suburban. She built like a fucking Suburban V8. Bad. Look, Eric. V8. Bad suspension. Oh, what? You think her knees are good?
Well,
really, nigga?
The bigger question is block or charge. Yeah.
Bigger question is no.
Sidestep.
Roll cancel.
She rolling. Look. The next joke that's going to come out my mouth is going to get
Bob from Tekken.
I'm not going to say it.
Speed and weight.
I was going to say that. Speed and weight. Imagine her when you hit back twice, she just rolls backwards.
Hey,
man! Can you imagine someone of that size doing Korean backdash?
All I'm saying is this: I like how Bruce Wayne plays the tape.
I'm sorry, Chris. Be like the X-Files episode of The Simpsons. It's like a lava lamp. Just look at it. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
All I'm saying is this. Where the fuck are people? You know what? Reaganomics must be a motherfucker because how the hell are these people got all this spare fucking lettuce and tomatoes to throw at Cobblepot when the ruse came up and shit? Like, y'all got that much money? Y'all the Gotham City? Y'all balling out of control? Y'all got fruit that you can just throw at people in case?
So y'all just got the gold standing and
they were heaving fresh produce.
I want you to put it out there. That was produce before the earth turned on us with global warming. That was
speaking of which, I love the Penguin who was saying this shit before we became a thing. He said this shit long before your boy freaking Gore. Stop global warming, start global cooling, make the world a giant ice box.
No, when he said stop global warming, hear me. Hell yeah. Start global cooling. That's far worse. That is far worse. And actually, that's
terrible.
That's global warming, but you know what? Whatever.
Hey, Oswaldo, let me tell you something. If you want global cooling, just drop a colony on the planet.
You're doing this all wrong, Daddy. What you need is Ireland to disappear.
No.
What you need?
No. Like,
I got a question. What's your least favorite? What's your least favorite animal? A lion or a kangaroo?
No, Oswald. Let me explain to you. If you want to do this thing right, the right way, drop a colony on Australia. Drop it there.
No.
Drop it.
Ain't nobody gonna miss motherfucking koalas. I hate koalas. You hate them too.
No. Oswald, if you want to get ahead, I have one word for you. Quaaludes.
Why, Chris?
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it.
If you're running for politics, there has to be some sort of shenanigans involving drugging.
Look, no, Chris. See, let me.
You want the shenanigans?
Chris. No, D. No, I got this, Chris. You're telling the half man, half penguin like creature to involve shenanigans in his campaign. The man is half man, half bird. I don't think he needs any more shenanigans than just being himself.
Hey, Chris, you want shenanigans? I'll give you shenanigans. A moment before disaster.
Fake laugh. Gotta keep him
First
crying.
off, shout out to my man Danny DeVito with the God, I can't even think of a good nasty white people joke right now. Forget it. That British smile of his. Your boy got his whole nose bit off. I remember that Eris.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to bring up of why they hated this, why a lot of parents went on this movie was the other thing, and you kept bringing up how it being anti-Christmas. Anti-Christmas, therefore being anti-Christian. Therefore, a lot of people bitching about absolutely nothing not being in this movie. And another one was the fact that the penguin was so gross. And yes, as much as everybody overblows the nose biting scene, that just pushed it over the line for a lot of white parents back then, man. Yeah. And it's amazing how this movie, to me, I wouldn't say super tame because there is clear sexual energy in this movie, but it's amazing now how we would see this storyline. If you just improve a couple of things, it will rock against some of the best stuff we got out right now. Mm-hmm. But back then, this was crossing the line to a bunch of people. Were they crying over nothing? Fucking right they were. But they always cry over nothing. From those people back then saying that this is too violent to people right now saying stuff is too woke. It's people crying because something changed in their atmosphere, really.
However, there's a little push.
I'm not saying that didn't come from nowhere. Now let's be real. No, as much as I disagree with them, I know where they're upset about.
No. It's what it is when you have, again, 9 fucking investors, 9 sponsors that come from family-friendly images.
Yay.
The moment they see that nose bite was like, all right, cut the shit off. We are pulling this.
I mean, I think it was the
surreality. Look, can we just stay with I don't know if we more have this.
I think there's also
the more they stall, the more they say, we need to cancel that chat.
I mean,
I don't know about that. I mean, it's not that bad. Okay, wow, I wasn't ready for this. Julie, like, whoa, Earth the Kid didn't do that. Oh wow, I wasn't ready.
Look, Danny DeVito's penguin. Danny DeVito just knows how to play swarmy people, and even with him in makeup, it's like that swarmy Danny DeVito-ness just oozes out of him in this film as penguin. It just works
all the time from Danny DeVito. And real talk, guys, I'm thinking I'm about to hit that mode in my life too. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth, but I'm going to be really weird with it. Hey, look, Eris, I'm just saying. I think I'm getting close to that. I think I'm getting real close to that look, y'all. I don't know when any of us are leaving, but I'm about to get really weird with a lot of shit right now. This ain't for y'all. It's for myself.
I was just some people ain't gonna make it through these next 4 years.
That's why I said I'm like, look. If you didn't take up drinking, I think now is the perfect time to pick up drinking. I think you're going to have some perfect days to just, you know what? Alcohol. It's 9:30.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, whatever. Look, yeah. So I also shout out to Danny DeVito being built like every girl that say, my man gotta be 6 foot tall, and he got. I'm gonna stop making fun of that.
Look.
Fan picks.
Look,
girls if you feel like that.
Look, if you want to talk self-conscious, always say multiple times over, there are certain, like, if you're very self-conscious about your body, spandex is where you either A, think that you look like Danny DeVito in Batman Returns and shit when he's in that fucking onesie and stuff when you wear spandex, or B, you're like, oh, I actually look very athletic in spandex. It's one or the other. Ain't no in between on that shit.
He looked like he pissed in that onesie a bunch of times.
Man, listen.
That onesie, that
method
onesie,
acting.
that onesie is also it's also a sign of him being very agile. Oh my God, he's agile.
I gotta be real with you, Harris. I know people that listen to us, y'all not going to appreciate the joke that Harris just did, but D really loves it. Y'all, look, I know. Look, Eric, the problem I always have with 3BG, I always feel like we only make jokes for just us three and nobody else. And I feel it's like, nobody's going to get our joke. That one, nobody's going to get. Eris, I got every second of it. And
I know you got it. Look, I don't care if nobody else gets it.
Like, either they get it or they don't.
Oh my God, he's agile.
Oh my God, he's agile.
Y'all don't know that was to give a 5+ on speed.
No, it's 5. No, it's 5+ on speed, 10+ on agility.
The agility is what's going to eat your ass up.
He flies now? That's holy shit.
Hey, Chris, that's what's going to say. That's like, Charles R. use Ember. Charles R. miss. Yep, that's why. Agility is up.
You know what? You know what? I tell you what. If you made it this far into the podcast, number one, congratulations and thank you. Number two, if you really want to know, write a comment. Put it at the below this video. I want you to write in the comment section, what is that reference from? If you happen to know it, then number one, you've been around us for quite some time, and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
But if you don't know and you're very curious, please ask.
I mean, it's fair. Very fair.
Chris. When I walk in the room, walk in the room, she got her ass up there. Pull. Beat that shit up. Pull.
All right. Look. Look, guys. I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, did y'all like the tearing away just so it can go through 2 buildings?
Well, yeah, as you do.
The cigar car?
The cigar car, yes. The cigar mobile. The cigar mobile.
I got to be real with you. As much as I like what I'm saying, but if I was in the movie theater and Cisco and Ebert got up and left after that scene, I do not blame them.
I don't blame them. I wouldn't blame them either because
I don't blame anybody.
No, because
when you see a scene like that,
you took 2 wheels that are lined up like this and then line them up like this. Like, how does it stay? Where's the stability at?
There's no.
I like how we as kids we see that. You know what older people see? Like, what Looney Tunes bull crap?
Hold up.
Hey, Chris, thank you. Because when he turned around, it looked like he went, that's all, folks.
No. First, Batman's messing with the controls, and he's like, that's funny. Then he notices, oh God, I'm about to run out of road. Okay, now I'm worried. Let me press this button, break it away. It becomes a cigar mobile.
Master Bruce,
you could have just turned left or right.
Just imagine
something.
And you left behind a four cop car pileup, by the way.
Also, Harris, this is actually the bigger concern to me. Bruce rolls up back in the Batcave. Here's Alfred. Master Bruce, you do realize that is a $5 million car that you just stripped down.
Now I gotta go out.
So do you know how many migrant workers that we had to pay to do your car? And sign non-disclosure agreements too, sir.
How do you
I don't think
explain?
you understand the magnitude of how stupid this is. Actually, there was this one part. Hold on, Harris. I got a question though. There was one part in the Batcave where literally Batman is sitting on like a one section of the cave, and there's nothing in the middle, and Alfred's on the other side. I'm like, where are the bridges in this? Who designed this damn cave?
Nah, I got the better question for you, D. So, how are you going to explain the literal stripped away pieces of the car left out in the middle of a street in Gotham City? What if somebody finds it? What if somebody reverse engineers it?
Points were made.
I really do hope that there's not a stamp on it that says Wayne Enterprises. Kind of like Stark Industries with the missile.
There.
Run, wastebasket, run!
Thank you, D.
I don't know what to say with that one, man. I don't know what to say. You got me on that one.
Run. I mean, look, his whole shtick with Batman playing that shit was funny because now everybody's like, wait a minute, he's a corrupt politician? Boo him! And I'm like, guys, y'all corrupt politicians grow on trees in Gotham City, with the exception of Harvey Dent.
Who knew? I mean, first of all, I really have to applaud Max Schreck and his harebrained scheme of trying to run the actual sitting mayor out of office by turning Gotham City into to a foaming freaking frenzy by just committing crimes, committing mayhem and chaos.
Chaos and mayhem, bro crimes.
Just do all of this sort of stuff, and that's going to make him somehow either step down, get impeached, or whatever the case. Make him leave office and bring someone else in to take up the place of mayor. So with that, Max Schreck, I could say best of luck. And I understand, because first of all, when you have Penguin holding a burlap sack full of cinder blocks as blackmail against you, you pull out the toxic waste. You pull out the freaking shredded evidence that you scotch tape back together. And then you happen to find the body parts of his ex-partner that he killed behind closed doors. And as he said, remember, Max, you flush it. I flaunt it.
I mean, he had a whole ass hand.
A whole hand. Hey, you want to meet the other body parts? I'm like, yo, you got the rest of it. I said, Ozzy has been planning this shit for years.
That's how you do it.
Who educated you to have this criminal mind?
I just like how everybody boos Oswald, and Oswald just says, "Fuck it, we're going scorched earth. Time to release the penguins with missiles."
Blowing corrupt politicians in this economy.
I mean, my man. Yeah, we already had dumbass fucking. I'm cosplaying as a politician trying to stop the government now, and
Speaking of which, it is currently. We are 3 hours into our podcast, and it is actually 17 past midnight. Has the government shut down? Yes or no?
Don't know.
Nah, they have to.
Actually, I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I think they did.
They had they had until midnight to make the choice.
No, they got it to the Senate. Senate has to.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. House already did it, and they got it to the Senate. So.
I was actually looking forward to it, low key.
Well, gotta get paid. Can't be out here.
I still get paid. I get paid regardless.
Yeah, but government workers, not contractors.
My shit's funded. I'm good.
This is wild for me for only one reason, because I remember they shut down the government right before Christmas because Obama was giving people too much shit, and they was like, no, we shut down.
It's like, we don't do this.
Was like, no. We're not letting that nigga look good over the Christmas season.
Kiss my ass, nigga.
Nah, but with all of that really being said, I would end it off with this. The real tragedy being Penguin. Dude was alone pretty much all his life. Everybody has either used, abused, and screwed him over in some kind of way. Even when when that audio evidence came out of him saying all that stuff, even Max had to do this. Turn, look.
Now, no. No.
Dude, like my man, like Max over here saying, I must skedaddle.
I mean, look, that was school shooter origin story right there. School shooter origin stories.
But I just like how this nigga Palpatine this nigga early.
He did. He straight up. Because if you really think poontang. Because if you really think about it, if you really think about it, really think about this. This man tried to tell him, even though he said, look, I can't get involved with this being mayor stuff. I have a whole master plan. My manifest is upstairs and I'm working on it. I can't be involved with this. And of course Shrek tells him, no, this is your chance. This is your chance to get, this is your destiny. This is your shot to get it. The one thing that your parents actually took away from you. Said the key word. Drop our bargain. Fine, I'll be mayor.
Fine, I'll do it.
Wait.
Penguin, I got a fever.
By the way,
prescription. There's more Penguin.
By the way, that shot of him, like right after he bit Homeboy's nose, and he's, Max is trying to tell him, look, man, do this thing the right way so that you can become mayor. We plan this out. We can, as long as we can get our sitting mayor out of office, you can come in and fill the void.
Getting to be a
Penguin. No, Penguin being Penguin. Yeah, I'd like to fill her void. I had to pause and further examination of that shot of homegirl looking back at him while she's trying to help out man bleeding from the nose. I will say, in full seriousness, that is adequate.
Very much is.
No. Just from looking at look from the angle.
Are we judging cheeks?
Shut up. From the angle, I must say that is adequate. Triple W.
Hey, Chris, you know what I saw? You know what I saw when he said, "Yeah, I like to fill her void." She looked back over it. Ding! Frank runs for mayor.
No.
That's the first thing I saw.
Hey, D. Yeah, I like to fill her void.
I mean, there's a lot of, as you said, themes of misogyny running rampant.
We almost made it out without talking about Fresh and Fit.
Brother, I've already brought up sexuality and misogyny, so come on.
But we did it without showing those two rapists.
But listen, sir. As I said, that is adequate. 1992 Triple W, white woman wagon there.
I guess.
I said adequate in 1992. Emphasis on white women were different.
I'm agreeing with you enough, sir.
No, I'm directing that at Chris.
Like I said, I guess
Look, Chris, I already know. You saw one white woman's foot and said, never in my life.
Never again. No.
That spotted foot.
I turned to Kurt Russell in Tombstone.
Black and brown marks.
That man said that is one spot of the owl I want no parts of.
I turned to Kurt Russell in Tombstone
That's a dirty hippie I don't want to climb.
No.
That's a pond I ain't swimming in.
But as we have ran, as I said, 3 hours on Batman Returns. The movie's still my favorite. Period. As crazy as it is. What we got next?
Oh, we're on break, sir.
We're on break, sir.
Well, I know we're on break, but I mean after break. What do we got? What are we coming? What are we bringing in 2025 with?
I sat and thought about it, and I said, let's not break tradition. Next episode we're gonna have is gonna be 3 hours also, but first of the year episode, so it's all good. But it's gonna be us talking about a game that is incredibly frustrating, and a game, while at the same time, for all of its faults, how is this game actually pretty fucking good? But wait, no, it's not good. That one scene I've been waiting for you to do for years. But no, this is stupid. You don't have to go through that storyline. You don't have to go. Okay, shut up. That was a pretty good one. But this game sucks. It sucks. Why am I in the snowfield? She's just sitting in one spot. I don't have to do nothing. The geckos aren't doing nothing to help this situation. It's not making it better. This is so stupid, man. I don't want to. Oh my God, it's a flashback to the first game. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. This is stupid. Naomi, nobody cares that you're dying. No one cares that you're dying. This game is dumb. Why am I inside of Metal Gear Rex? This is the greatest thing I've been waiting for. Oh, man, it's over. I'm going to fight Metal Gear Ray? Oh, my God. This game just busted the biggest nut in the world. It's going to suck after this, and it does. It sucks hard. It sucks very, very hard after this. So the next thing we're talking about is Metal Gear 4. Guns of the Patriots. And like I said, it's a game that was a mistake and a game at the same time. It's tied into the history of the PlayStation. It's tied into so much crap, you know?
A game that me and Eris, when we first bought it, and but nah, it's kind of like when back in the day when you could trade in games from GameStop and actually get some money for it. I traded in a lot of games to get Metal Gear Solid 4 and other stuff, and yeah, me and Eris were kind of like trading notes, playing through that game of certain happenings in that game from playing it multiple times. And yeah, it's a lot of story stuff that was just like a lot of happenstance here. But okay.
I think also that was one of the weird things. That was one of the weird things for me in that game anyway, was the fact that Metal Gear had the nerve to have this big old presentation, to have this otherworldly intro and everything, just for the game to kind of, I want to say, well, what Eric says, and Eric said it best for me, and it's something I can't shake with it. You painstakingly wrapped up every storyline to your own disadvantage. You sat there and answered every question. And more importantly, you answered the questions that necessarily didn't need an answer, but you gave it anyway.
Let me tell you gentlemen something. I gotta show you something. To this day,
yes, it was worth it.
The premium edition strategy guide.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
collector's edition, if you will.
And the thing is that this game was supposed to change gaming and everything else, and in a way, it did.
It did, but in it's kind of like the ebbs and flows. Put it this way, Metal Gear Solid 4, much
art print.
If you think about it, and I think we said it multiple times, when it comes to Kojima and how he puts out games, every Metal Gear was kind of a game changer for games, where it was like this. Metal Gear 1 can't barely see that because it's like,
no, I'm
about to say I can't see ish.
I was trying to adjust it. I'm sorry, Chris, real quick. This art print, by the way, this was numbered. Out of 43,000 prints of these, this was number 39,945.
I mean, it's it's just every Metal Gear game had something that did elevate gaming. Essentially, even with 4 had a lot of stuff that elevated itself. But then the other side of it is we were kind of scratching our heads of what the fuck is going on, which has always been Metal Gear sort of history, but 4 really went times 100 on the what the fuck happenstance shit in the game. Like it was
not
just
lying about that, and that's really what. And to me, that's what really made the game so special. Well, like I said, for me, what makes the game special is the fact that when the game was good, it was really, really, really good, and then everything else is just like farting, straight up farting. There's nothing. That's the best way I can describe it. There were times, and we'll get through it. There's one part of the game where they could have expanded and made it bigger, and they didn't. There's another part of the game where it's like, oh, we see what type of world he was going in. This was going to be a playground. This was going to be one of those things where you could tell Kojima was really going to make the sneaking mission a cool thing. Oh, they stripped it down to where you're following somebody. And it's not interesting at all. Great. Then you have acting where, like, put it this way, I love Drebin telling those stories, but when you take 2 steps back and look at it as a whole, it's like, hey, Drebin, you don't have to say none of this shit. You could just let Snake keep walking on. From a standpoint of narrative, this makes no sense. Like, why are you doing this and not paramedic or Campbell or anybody else? Why is it you? But whatever, it don't matter. But there were, like I said, there are so many things that were good about this game, but at the same time, it just wow. The one thing I will say before we the last thing I will say about it is I just liked how it showed me, because I remember telling myself, like, how are they going to make the graphics look better than they did in Metal Gear 2 and 3? How are they going to expand it? And then when you play it and it was smooth, it's like
easy on that smooth.
yeah, easy on the smooth. I'll stop on that one. But it was like,
I mean, the
add to this, and it never got added on. It never really truly got added on. Yeah, you can tell how it influenced 5, and there was a lot of cool stuff in 5, but you can tell with that, it got jacked to all hell. You know what I mean? Whatever it was really going to truly be, you can tell it got changed up, and you can tell in 4 too. You can tell when Konami stepped in. It was like, okay, Kojima, it's too pie in the sky.
Yeah. But anyways, folks, that is it for Batman Returns. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and
Happy Holidays.
We're definitely still gonna have some content being kind of floated around during the holidays, So
all I have to say is that thank you, everybody that took part in this year of 3BG. I'm very, very happy that this was a weird year for growth. It was the first year we got kicked off of Twitch. I loved it. I personally loved every second of that. This was a year where we took a hit in keeping it real clear. We took a hit in listens and downloads, but that's because our stuff kind of changed up. But it didn't change from what I knew, that we had a core audience, and I love the fact that all of y'all still listen to us and try to listen to all of our content. I know we make a lot of content, and those who stick around for some of it, thank you. For all of it, thank you even more. But this was a pretty decent year for 3BG. I would say pretty decent. Man, I don't know. I have nothing to add. Chris, y'all got anything to add to that?
Ditto, zip it up and zip it out. This was a cool year for 3BG. Again, I thank everybody for listening to us, checking us out. If you're new to 3BG, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. That's it for me.
All right. Well, Dan and Corey,
Chris, you got anything?
I got nothing.
Fuck that shit. I'm going to bed, nigga. That's what he's saying. I do not agree. I do not disagree.
You see the glasses coming down like.
All right. So next time you hear from 3BG Podcast, it will be next year. It will be 2025. It'll be officially Trump's America.
Game
I
over,
know,
yeah.
I know that hurts you. I live in Maryland.
Sir,
I'm not gonna feel a lot of that shit. I feel bad for y'all.
Sir, it's not Trump's America. It's Elon's America. That apartheid bandit motherfucker.
I like how the apartheid won. When you really think about it, the apartheid won.
Hey, man.
That you know, it's always great to know that. God, who was the general that took over with Kylo Ren? Snoke. It's always great to think, we got rid of Palpatine, but here comes Snoke out of nowhere. It's great, isn't it?
Gets murked, and then Palpatine is back in the game again.
Because somehow he's alive.
Stupidest sequel series ever.
Somehow, some way, Elon's going to get killed. Ronald Reagan, I never died.
Guppy.
Do it for the Gipper.
Gipper.
No. Ronald Reagan right here. And as the emperor of the world, crack must go back to the blacks. Here's you, Chris. Oh no!
I can feel it.
They're like, Chris, why are you doing that? I don't know. They're like, here's me. Like, no, here's me. When you done with that shit, you can pass it over here.
Sam Wilson.
No.
Sam Wilson, Captain America, what are you doing here? I'm here to save you from not doing crack, Chris. Turn to a G.I. Joe PSA.
No, 2024, Sam Wilson, Captain America, what are you doing here?
You're not supposed to do crack. Punch.
Boy, Reagan comes back. AOC says, all right, so my first rule is, I ain't got no rule. I'm going to quit and have 5 babies out of wedlock. Oh, no, the virus got to AOC.
The conservative virus.
It's like this. Bernie Sanders, what do we do?
The conservative.
You laughing.
The Gipper flu got him.
The conservative grifter virus.
He got caught with the gip.
The conservative grifter mind virus.
Kendrick Lamar, we need you more than ever. We need music that sounds sort of like Public Enemy. Oh, so to aware my black people? No, we just need something really, really cool sounding amongst all this crack cocaine that's flowing right
We
now.
Gonna be all right.
Can you find another rapper to beef with?
Anybody. Anyway, we'll choose him for you. J. Cole, but I don't want to beef with him. Yes, you do.
21 Savage.
Too easy.
He like this. I want to beef with. He like this. I don't want to beef with that nigga. Why is it this? Oh, won't you look? Another Grand National. They're so rare. You never. Here's Kendrick. Me making fun of him being short. You'll never stop me. I'm always around.
So that is my folks. We are out. Peace.
See y'all next year.